go over here and then hit that. And all right, I believe that we're feeding out to the people out there, the folks in the world. Let me see. I'm trying to grab a gun out of here real quick. Okay, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. You are joining us live on Playa so we could hold guns. So let's see. There's Walter is holding up like 1911, some kind of something weird, some kind of Frankenstein gun. What's Patrick got? Food. Oh. What kind of food? I don't know. Ice cream? Oh, he went straight ice. Oh, Talenti. Okay. Patrick is working on that. He's working on that dad bod. And there you go. This is my Walther. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is right now.
Walther.
Yeah, it's like this competition 22 pistol. Yeah. I'll look. What the hell is this thing? Why do I forget? Let's see. You know what? What in the hell is this thing called again? GSP. There you go. The GSP. Check it out. So, we do this on Player / Who Moved My Freedom podcast because YouTube won't let us hold guns when we go live. So we do it over here. If you're listening to this on audio and you want to join us live, go to Player / Who Moved My Freedom podcast. We also put this up on YouTube on... Who Moved My Freedom on YouTube. Let me see. Oh my God. This is what happens when I come in late. So much craziness going on. And, but if you want to join us live, that's the place to go. Let me see. I'm going to hit a random button here and hope that it does what it's supposed to do.
Kaboom!
And no, it didn't. And no, it didn't do what it's supposed to do. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory.
That's right. Okay, big shout out to the Franklin Armory dudes out there.
Yippee!
There you go. Shout out to you guys as well. Let's, Patrick, you're not even supposed to be eating that whole. I guarantee you, he ate the whole thing. Chromie V probably.
I know what you're talking about.
Stressing him out.
I know what you're talking about.
I have totally been there. Let's do the jazz hands. Come on, here we go with the jazz hands. I hope you got your big girl panties on because we are live. And this is episode 1018 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. It's FreeForAll Monday with Patrick BabyFace P. Boom, there he goes. And also joining us, Walter K. Killer Keller out there. I'm going to shout out who I see is in the chat right now. I see Shooting Gallery. He says, hey, what's crack-a-lackin' everybody? Shout out to Shooting Gallery.
Yo.
I also see DLD After Dark. He says, what's up, gentlemen?
Hey, Dark's out there.
Dark.
Yeah, shout out to Dark. And JCP90 says, hey. So, hey back at you. So, before I forget this, I always ask these guys what's going on with them and everything. But today is my anniversary.
No.
Yay.
You're taking the day off.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Yeah, it's been a crazy... more than a week because this weekend we did the Ocala RV show, and then today Lola had to go to work anyway, and then I met some guys at the Ocala RV show that had Cybertrucks. So I went back to Ocala to do Cybertruck stuff. Let me see if I can find something here. Actually, first thing I'm going to put up is, I don't think I used this image before, right? I didn't use this one. I cannot remember, but it looks like the skull has earrings and the earrings have earrings. So it's kind of weird, but I was in a rush today.
There's a tracked vehicle in the back. Is it getting ready to get hit by a Russian missile?
A missile of some kind.
This is weird. This whole thing is weird when I look at it. Like, what the hell is that? Do you see that? What is that
alien
green thing?
Creature in the back?
The dog that represents Patrick looks good. There's like a weird.
always
There's a
does.
weird airplane, or what the? I don't even know what that is there. Let me see. The Hawk looks okay. Looks like there's some soldiers from somewhere,
Riding on top the eagle. Yeah.
yeah.
Get out! Get off
Yeah,
my back, bitches!
There's a tank and a half a gun. So anyway, whatever. This is what you get when I'm in a rush. But
Nothing
yeah.
touched up. Nothing touched.
So let me see. Actually, the first picture I should show you guys should be of me and Lola. So it's our silver anniversary of me and Lola Strange. So 25 years, me and Lola.
She put up with your ass. That's
rocking it. I know. As I always tell people, I hypnotized her 25 years ago and never let her out of the spell. So she's been trapped here ever since then. But yeah, 25 years, which means I've actually known Lola for 28 years. So that's 28 years, me and Lola kicking it. So yeah. And like I said, I did meet up with some dudes, which I'll shout those guys out. So look at that.
all right, so let me ask a stupid question here.
Right.
The Cybertruck, if you get whatever the base model is, comes just stainless steel.
No, they all come stainless steel.
Well, no,
That one's
okay.
painted?
Well, no. What's the black one then?
The black one is vinyl wrapped.
Oh, it's
Okay.
vinyl.
Yeah, you can have any color you want in a Cybertruck as long as it's stainless steel. And Tesla does offer a thing where they can wrap it for you. I think it's like $6,000 or something like that.
Oh, bless their hearts!
It's only-
Come on, really?
Yeah,
Those
I'm pretty sure I could get a vinyl wrap for at least
fuckers are-
3.
you probably go down to Joe's Vinyl Wrap and get it done for $1,000.
Yeah.
There's no. It's all flat surfaces. There's nothing fucking to it.
You listen. You might die when you're putting that on. You might accidentally chop your own hand off and bleed to death on it. So it comes like that. So the two things you see here. Let me get into this again real quick and show you guys. So in this particular picture that I'm showing, there's 3 Teslas. The middle white Tesla with the wings, the Falcon wing doors. That's Lola's Model X Plaid. That's there. And then on the left of that, I guess to me, the stainless steel one, that is a Cyber Beast. So that's the tri-motor. And the guy who owns that, his name is Double Cap Crimpin. I'll show you guys some of this stuff later when we talk about him. But he won that from Dana White, the UFC guy.
How did he win it from Dana
He
White?
won it from Dana White because there was some competition that Dana White did that he said he was going to give away. I guess he's friends with Musk. So he said he's going to give away a Cybertruck. This guy, he's actually in the Air Force, and he's serving right now. He put in the ticket, the competition ticket. He got his mother to put it in. His mother won, but obviously he got the Cybertruck. He's a really nice guy. He does like EOD stuff, really cool guy. He has a YouTube channel that I'm gonna try to help him out with. And then the one that's wrapped black here is your regular Cybertruck, so all-wheel drive, right? Dual motor, and that one, like I said, came stainless steel. And the guy who owns that is Drake of Village RV. That's why you see me at an RV place there. And he sold that. So here's what he did. He sold that particular one to Kanye West. So he's a real cool dude. He's a hustler. He put Kanye symbols all over it and put it on Instagram. Did a cool Instagram thing. And Kanye was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy that." So there you go. So that's the story on those two. And I got to drive both of them. I also raced the stainless steel one on dirt and lost badly. Almost crashed Lola's. Almost crashed and burned Lola's Model X. But yeah. So all that's going to be in a video that's coming up. That's what I was getting up to today. And also why I'm tired as hell and late and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to everyone who's out there. I see Night Train is out there now. Primitive Hunter 18. Yeah. All right. So what's up with you guys? What you guys getting up to?
Walter's got something cool right there.
Yeah, Walter's got. Is it cool? Is it really? Let's see.
Well, I'm trying to make it that way. I'm transferring that ugly duckling of an SU-16.
Oh, that's what that is.
Exactly,
see,
Patrick.
This was the stock that was on it, the one that folds up.
Right.
It's an abortion kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
with no QD mounts, by the way.
Listen, how dare you disparage the genius of the living God of Thunder, George Kelgren?
Well, whatever. Still no place to mount it. No place to mount a sling on the whole gun. Okay.
Right. I know. I'm just
even a
teasing
little,
you.
even a lowly SKS and an AK has place to mount a sling.
Yes, I saw that in your thing that you posted, by the way.
I'll never let that down because of what they did to you. So
right. Yeah. I don't know if anyone could read my sarcasm, but I like Keltec stuff, right? I sold you that.
Oh, I have other Keltec things, but
yeah.
The truth is the truth.
Yeah.
So, this thing, though functional, but just fugly and not really that functional. So they also sell a pistol grip with a car type stock on it. So I ordered that. I found a deal on Optics Planet. It was on sale, and then they had another sale going on. So I got money off there. So I pulled the trigger on it, and I'm thinking that I might have to make me a Picatinny rail adapter for this thing, because nobody that I know of makes a Picatinny rail adapter for it.
Yeah.
That doesn't. You can get Picatinny rail adapters that would attach to this.
That sits in the back, right? Yeah, because there's nothing getting in the way on the sides, right?
No, there's nothing coming out the back here.
So you could put your KES on there.
I kind of been playing with that. I play with that idea a little bit too, but I'm trying to keep things as less bulky as possible.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
so
maybe that's something. Maybe that's something I can make and sell too. I don't know.
Okay, Shooting Gallery says the Lancer Mag makes that gun, which is kind of true. That's cute. That's cute as hell.
This does not show the brightness of this. I took it out of the package this afternoon, and I walked outside.
Neon.
Yeah. Does it glow in the dark?
No, I didn't do that. But I walked outside in the sun, and it was like, wow, this thing is bright.
You'll never lose it.
Oh, you have one also, Patrick?
No, I have guns to show off once Walter's done. I don't want to interrupt his time.
Right.
I care about Walter's time.
You can flaunt your dong there.
It's a backwards dong. It's a reverse dong.
Oh yeah. Every now and then, I think 1 out of every 1,000 dudes have a reverse dong. That's true.
This is. I doubt the customer is watching, but this is his gun, and it will be going out the door sometime this week. This is a underfolder build that it literally came out of paint and bake like 2 hours ago. So
that belongs to a doctor? Is what's going on there?
Customer?
Why do I see MD on it?
It's just a Romanian parts kit, imported parts kit. So this is something in Romanian, I guarantee. Somebody's initials from Romania.
Oh.
But no, it looks fantastic. The paint looks great. It will be going back to the owner very, very soon. So I'm very happy. I've been sitting on this for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks now. I am glad to see this thing leave my door.
Okay. Is that why you're
got to be very careful because it just got paint, and I do not want to scratch it.
Is that why you're eating the Talenti ice cream? Is that your
celebrating?
Reward?
Celebrating his reward, yeah. Doing business is all fun and games until you have to do business.
Right. You got to stay away from those things, man. Those things will make you so fat.
Look at me. I've lost too much weight. Look at the shirt. Look at my neckline, my plunging neckline. I've lost so much weight. I got to put some back on. Got to eat me some Talenti.
Now you got to work for a living, man. One, you have to be Chromie V's butler. I mean, that's not easy.
He's currently... Well, you guys haven't seen... Oh, I can't show the video. You wouldn't be able to see it. It was security camera footage from yesterday. Marley was at work.
Okay.
He is 99.5% of the way to walking. He just has like a confidence issue where if you're not holding on to him, he doesn't want to walk on his own. So yesterday, when Marley was at work, I started holding him by his sleeves, just very lightly putting pressure on his sleeves to get him to walk. And there's some security camera footage of him. Basically, I just kind of made him think I was there and then took my hands away, and he just takes off across the room and off he goes. So he's right there ready to go. He just...
Yeah. That's like the bicycle thing, right? That's like the...
Yeah, it's all in his head. He doesn't know how to walk because we're not holding him.
Let me explain something to you. If I was you, I would go the opposite route. I would trick him. I would push him down. Because when that kid starts walking, you are doomed. you personally are doomed.
It's going to be chaos, yes.
You're going to lose the rest of your hair that you have left.
I did get to meet some random meets. We were leaving Publix the other day, and a woman was coming in with her kid, and I was like, oh, a cute little girl. I was like, how old's your kid? 16 months old. Oh, Asher's 14 months. And Asher was strong eye contact, high, trying to get the kid's attention. And the kid was just kind of aloof, like, didn't care, didn't make any faces at anybody. And I think that's why Asher is so popular with the older ladies is as we walk around Publix, he smiles and makes strong eye contact with everybody in there, waves at everybody. Everybody loves him. Everybody freaking loves him.
Yeah, he's gonna be a smoothie. He's a very happy person. So if you're happy and you smile, people love you.
Always happy, always in a good mood. Today he's been in a great mood up until about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. By the way, Night Train says, hey, Hank, my birthday is coming up on the 10th, and yours is the 9th. Yep. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Night Train.
Have it on my calendar?
Yeah, mine is coming up. Yeah. I'm going to finally hit that 52 officially. I've been a 52 since 2 years ago, but it's coming.
Why?
Huh?
Why 52?
Because I've been there. I mean, I'm actually going to be 52, but when people ask me, I'm like, oh, I'm 52. I've been saying
why
that.
do you tell them you're older than you are?
I don't care.
Annually on March 9th.
Yeah,
JCP 90, Walter, are you the first one to get a PSA? I wish, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, because I wasn't the first one to order one from Hill and Mac Gunworks. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you better use your connections to some kind of connection.
Well, I've been trying to hint at that, but, like...
I'll see what I can do for you. I'll see what I can do.
Be more than happy to be a beta tester. I can...
Yeah. You know what? Are you going to the gathering? That would be maybe go to the gathering. I can't go, by the way. I'm not going to be able to go to the gathering.
Mar?
I'm not feeling it.
We will be there. Marley and I will be there.
Okay, Patrick will be there, so Patrick can go and grovel on your behalf.
They'll probably be shooting it there, I would imagine. So.
I'll be out there. We're going to be on vacation that week before, and it's only about an hour and a half, so we're going to drive down one of the days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm going next weekend to New Orleans for the weekend.
Okay.
For a birthday party, and then we have something. We have a parade we're doing on the 17th or 16th.
Okay.
In Tarpon Springs.
Okay.
And so I don't know. I get where if I got something planned every weekend, I get really agitated because I like to have some time where I'm not. Yeah. Nothing is planned.
Okay.
I know that feeling.
I mean, like that weekend on the 17th, there's a gathering I think on the 16th also with military vehicle stuff, and it's like that's a whole freaking weekend blown sitting around doing nothing. So I don't know. I'd like to at least have one day where I can do my stuff.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I think that I get it. I would have gone. I honestly would have gone, but in the van world, there's a conflict. So I'm not going to be able to go because there's a.
I'll be there. I'll be there representing.
Yeah. So Patrick is going to represent, Chromevandium Arms. And Shooting Gallery is going to be at the gathering.
Yeah, Joe's going.
You know what? He works for you. You need to make him represent Safety Harbor Firearms. Yeah.
That Joe's got his own gig going.
Put him in a shirt. And make
I don't got a shirt big enough for Joe.
Oh damn it! You better put you should have put some orders in already, or put him on a starvation diet. You know,
I
lunchtime. I mean, he's getting skinny. Joe's getting skinny, but make him run around at lunchtime, run around the shop a couple times.
It's getting warm already. As soon as it warms up a little bit more, he'll be on the
he's doomed
on the sweat fast diet. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doomed. That poor guy. He's happy right now.
He said it doesn't bother him today. So you know what? We'll find out.
Listen, he's cool. But I will be doing a van thing. I got a van thing going on, Stranger Palooza thing that I have to do. By the way, look at this.
You
look
got
at that.
commitments.
Stranger Palooza, 83. I don't know if I could like zoom in there. Let me see. I'll take a screen capture of this and show you guys. But 83,000 subscribers on the Stranger Paloozas.
That's really good because
you know. Yeah, but there's a lot of work going into it. You know, we're
83,000. You're a B minus, Hank. You're a B minus, and you picked up.
There you go.
You started picking up subscribers big time on, looks like the beginning of January this year.
Yeah.
Your Social Blade thing shows massive at like January 7th or something.
Right.
So whatever you posted then hit the algorithm.
I have been doing some serious strategies over on YouTube. A bunch of different things. One, YouTube is working like a gangster now. So they lock you, no matter, this has nothing to do with guns. No matter what you do on YouTube, they lock you at certain numbers unless you pay them for advertising. So that's one.
Oh.
They won't accept my advertising.
Yeah, on the gun side, I don't know. So then the other thing is I've been doing 4K, I've been doing shorts, and then in January for the Tampa show, I did like videos every single day for like 2 weeks. And then I just did that same thing every single day before the Ocala show. You know, you got to go live. There's all these different things. So I've just been smacking them upside the head because I'm working on that second silver play button just for revenge. You know, I don't really think the numbers matter, but also in the van world, to these companies, the numbers matter. So yeah, they look at all that stuff. We're gonna go ahead.
To real people, the numbers don't matter, and I can explain a little bit after.
No. And I've had a lot of We're gonna be right back. We can.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
So, you know what's crazy? So Hank Strange has been going through all this stuff, but we kind of, I wouldn't say it's viral, but we actually kind of hit. First of all, I've been stuck at 127,000 subscribers for 5 years. Okay, that went up to 128. But I didn't know this because I've been so busy. I've not been able to keep up with what's going on with that channel, with everything else going on. And all of, you know, like Sam Andrews called me. He was like, did you share the the what is it called?
Carjacker.
The Carjacker holster. And I was like, no, but I've noticed every single day there's a ton of comments and stuff like that coming in. And yep, it appears that
randomly after being on the internet forever.
It's been on there for more than a year. It did well.
It's been on there for like 3 years, hasn't it?
No, it's been there like a year and a half.
Is it the How It's Made?
Yeah, the How It's Made.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's only been there a year.
All of a sudden jumped up to 613K views.
Why?
I think someone shared this video like on a couple of Facebook forums or something like that. Must have shared it for some reason. And yeah. You know, and Sam only realized because the phone's been ringing off the hook.
Good for him. Great for him.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize, like last night or something, I was like, oh my God, because it's just a lot of comments coming in. So, yeah, so that's cool. I know it's kind of random, you know.
It's a funny thing about how YouTube works. You never know. Somebody shares it that likes it, and then other people like it, and then it could be 6 years from now, and somebody will go, "Oh, this is really cool." And they'll share it out, and then it'll whoop
Yeah.
for no reason.
I
at
mean,
all.
you know, like I've been putting up videos. I've got a bunch of videos that I'm going to get back to putting up, but I've put up videos and they won't let them go past like 2,000 views.
Yeah, they never do.
So this one escaped the gravity of what's going on, so that's awesome. I do have some other videos, but what I'm trying to do is hire on like a permanent producer / editor, and actually, I think I'm
Slave.
tomorrow. Do you remember? I don't know if both of you remember Rashad. He's been on the podcast before, way back in the days. Young black guy that when we were dealing with those other knuckleheads a long time ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah, his name is Rashad. Skinny young guy,
wow.
really nice guy. So I'm gonna hire him.
Good.
He actually, yeah, he doesn't live too far from me now, and he's still editing and doing video and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna bring him on, make him my producer. So we will
So
be
is
able
that,
to get more
are we
stuff.
going to have to deal with your man first before we get to talk to you?
No, but I mean, in other words, I'm gonna have him coming out and helping me get some stuff done, and then also working on a bunch of big editing projects that we have. Because there's a movie level how it's made I did on Sam Andrews more than 2 years ago, and that has not been edited. It's probably approaching 2.5, maybe 3 years at this point. But it's so much. I shot 3 cameras, a bunch of different audio sources, all the just the video footage, like all 3 cameras. If you add them up, not to like running simultaneously, all 3 cameras are over 5 hours
For what now?
for how it's made.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's the most badass how it's made we ever did, but it was too much for me to be able to handle for a long time. So that's gonna come out, and then I'm gonna do some stuff with Sam soon here, and then we got a bunch of gun videos that we've shot that, you know, including we did one with Rich and all that. I see Rich in the chat right now.
Oh, yeah, Rich. Yeah, I didn't get to talk about my weekend, did I?
No. So
Rich and I had dinner on Saturday night.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rich was up with the fair, down, wherever with the family. So Marley and our family and his family went and had dinner, and we shot the shit for a while, and it was good. We had a good time.
Let me ask you this: did you make Rich pay for dinner?
I should have, because his daughter is way too bougie, and he knows she's bougie.
Is this the first time you met his daughter?
No, this is the second time we've met his daughter. She's
Oh, yeah.
super bougie. I said we
Super.
should go to Paisano's
Ultra.
and just, get like a couple pizzas.
No.
Paisano's, a big
She's
pizza's
ultra.
like $20. And it'll feed like 3 or 4 people. His daughter insisted that we all meet up at Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, that's not that bougie.
I take Longhorn over pizza too.
For sure,
I
sure.
love
But it's not that bougie. I thought you were gonna say like, what's that, Spurrier's or something?
No, she was talking about trying to get to Spurrier some other time. That is super bougie.
Remember,
no,
she's
but
spending-
Longhorn's.
Yeah, she's
Longhorn's like.
She's
Go ahead, Walt. I'm sorry.
She's spending Rich's money, so she
Exactly.
Exactly right. I have a
Once
business
that
and not a lot of money.
once that gets cut off, it's back down to ramen,
Walter.
ramen. Back
Walter.
to ramen.
Walter, that is never getting cut off. I don't think that's ever getting. You think that's gonna get cut off?
At some point you got to cut them off. So.
Oh,
Right.
okay. We are talking about Rich here. You know,
I not cut off like you don't just
but
communicate it or whatever. But I
Right.
mean the money thing. Reality's got to come in at some point. So.
the women are the bosses of Flying Rich. I don't care
guess.
how badass he pretends to be. When Flying Rich is told to make a damn step so that the dog can get up on the
$200
bed,
a carpet for
yeah,
for a crippled dog.
Flying Rich follows orders. So
I get it.
so you went out to with Rich, his daughter, and his wife, right?
Yeah, and her friend. And then
Okay.
Marley and I and the baby. We had a good time. A good
Yeah.
time. We sat around. We talked nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
The Asher made it. And mind you, we have a 1-year-old, so taking a 1-year-old to even a lower end steakhouse is not always the best idea. He was a disaster. But we had fun. That's all that matters. It was good.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd just give him a steak bone and he'll be happy. He'll just.
Oh my god. Well,
you
mind
gotta
you,
keep
we
it-
are one income trying to start a new business. I'm trying not to spend a whole bunch of money on steak dinners.
Chicken. You're eating chicken at Longhorn.
I had a burger. Yeah.
Oh. Just
I had a burger, Marley.
Patrick is like, I'll have a salad.
Seriously, Marley should have just done the steak, because she had a salmon which was only like $3 or $4 cheaper.
Yeah.
And it was not that good.
So let me explain something to you all about Patrick, Babyface P. This bastard, if it comes to night vision, some kind of optics, some kind of AK shit,
when it was dual income, absolutely. Now that it's single income and trying to build up a business, hell no. We're cooking at home every night. I'm cooking at home every night. I don't buy anything anymore. No. We have a savings account, and I'm trying not to make it dwindle as much as it has been. So,
sure, I understand, and I'm not arguing. I think it's true, right? Technically, but you will spend money on guns.
If I have it, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. No holds barred.
If I have it, then I would love to buy new guns.
Clothing, food.
Nope, no clothes. Don't need it. That's a waste of money.
You won't even buy gas.
Food I do need, but I'm a good cook, so I don't need to go out to dinner. I cook really well. Mm-hmm. So we just have, like we had tonight, we had shredded beef, like adobo shredded beef and rice and some fresh picante or pico de gallo. It was delicious.
Okay. All right. Walter is insisting on showing off his gun here. What do you got, Walter? What is this?
Well, this is a JTS the AK
Shotgun.
shotgun.
Right.
I have a project in the works with JTS for something.
You do?
So,
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Both their AK gun and their AR type gun.
Really?
Really?
Oh, nice. Can we get details? I guess not. Okay, all right.
It's not like it's secret squirrel stuff. It's just they ask. I talked to them at the SHOT Show. They're not SOTs, so they can't do short barrel stuff, and they're interested in that because they have customers asking about that. So I'm going to see how short I can make them.
Oh.
And do some other stuff. Maybe work on the stocks a little bit.
So this will be a Safety Harbor firearms / JTS or JTS / Safety Harbor firearms.
Well, however you want to word it, but yeah,
it'll be a collaboration between the two companies.
Yes, that kind of thing. Yes.
Yeah, is it limited edition, or there's going to be like plenty for everyone, almost?
Well, I'm just doing research and development. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you're doing R&D for them right now. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. They got a couple guns coming to me, and I'm going to chop them and make them sales. How small I can make them and still make them work reliably. So.
Oh. Yeah. Flying Bridge says Walter is cheating on me with other projects.
Make them short.
Yeah.
What Rich is talking about is Rich is 3D printing a basically
we talked about that.
A minigun. So
yes, it's a bizarre thing that he's creating, but he says one guy has made it run, so I'm hoping.
Yeah, I bought the barrels and I bought the bolt heads and all that stuff, and 6 of each, and so may the force be with us, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. Yes, you're gonna need some luck there.
Yeah. Yes, that's cool. That's what I could say about that. That's cool.
So Walter was disapproving of me, but I did some horse trading over the weekend.
Yeah, but didn't you get a surprise in your horse trade that you didn't?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I got a surprise, but we ended up making it work in the end, and I'm way ahead of the game. So I traded a Bulgarian 74 and some mags, couple mags and ammo for a Colt. What I was told was a Colt SMG based on a 90s Colt parts kit. This is the parts kit, not the SMG lower that it was, and PEC 2, beat up PEC 2. I pick it up, I bring it home, and I start thinking, I'm like, I've watched a bunch of videos on these SMGs. That lower just looks off to me, but I haven't got a chance to really look at it. But that lower just looks a little weird. Come home, I pull the lower completely apart. I pull all the guts out. I pull the mag well out of it. Because 9mm. pull the magwell out, and somebody has cloned decently well, but not well enough to get away from this discerning eye. Cloned a Colt 9mm lower. They did their own pinning of the magwell, the 9mm magwell into the 5.56 magwell, which was effing terrible. They did a terrible job. I think they tried to drill the holes and then put the magwell in, and the holes are obviously off. Because what you're supposed to do is put the magwell in, drill the 2 pinholes, and roll your roll pins in, so you know it fits. They didn't do that. So, anyways, I got in contact with the guy, and this is a guy I've done a bunch of horse trading with. Him and I have traded a bunch of stuff back and forth.
Did he not know? Was he innocent?
He actually was. Yeah, he was like, I got it from another guy who said it was like a '90s Colt, and I just got it in a couple days ago, and the parts kit, and I was too excited, and I didn't even look at it. I was like, so we met back up, and he actually ended up I gave him his pony lower, his fake pony lower, and he gave me another brand new, just about brand new Pec 2. So now I have a really cool GWAT Global War on Terror M16 downstairs. And then this, I'm trying to decide what I should do with this old beater Pec 2. And I'm thinking I need a Knight's Armament rail for the M6. This is the Colt 9mm. I feel like we need to put a giant Pec 2 on the side of this tiny little 9mm SMG, because there's just something about it that would be hilariously ridiculous to have this oversized laser right on the side. Hank is clearly not paying attention.
Well, no, I'm watching what you're doing. It's one of those things. It's your kind of ironic humor. So,
well, that's what they had when we went to the Global War on Terror back in the early 2000s.
Right.
This is what you had, and yeah, you would have clipped this to the side if you were like super sneaky.
In 9mm.
Oh yeah, you gotta if you are a very special unit, you probably would have had something like this.
Yeah, you're special in the terms of the short bus special.
Listen, this is when you need to shoot at night, and this is the only laser on the market. This is what you use. Okay. Pec 15s didn't exist yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
so
a whole.
There's some pictures somewhere of a setup like that.
SMG, I'm not so sure about, but
Okay.
M4s, you could definitely find M4s with this is the same rail size that would be on an M4, and yeah, you can find pictures of the beginning of the Iraq invasion, where they had M4s and Pec 2s on the side of their M4s.
Okay. What do you think about this, Walter?
Do I put this on an SMG, or do I build myself an M4 and put this on the side of an M4?
I wouldn't waste it on that.
Okay.
But myself.
This is also, come July, this is going to be full autoed. So we are going to make this go fast.
I would keep it as simple as possible.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this SMG is going to be just like this iron sights.
You're going to be fumbling around with stuff attached to the sides, and I've watched everybody and how they handle. Well, I don't know how you'll handle your guns, but I know how they handle my guns. And they drop them on the tables and bang them around, and it's like, okay.
So I'm thinking we're gonna full auto this eventually. Come July, we'll get this thing full autoed, and it'll be really fun. We'll run the snot out of it. But no, I'm thinking I should make myself an M4, like a Global War on Terror style M4. Slap this to the side, get the appropriate Knight's Handguard, and go back to 2003 all over again.
Okay.
There's something about that era. I don't know if you guys have seen it. On HBO, there's a miniseries called Generation Kill. And if you haven't watched it, you should go see it. It's a really good miniseries about the invasion of Iraq.
Okay.
You seem completely uninterested in everything I'm saying.
I don't know. I didn't go over there, but I lived all that on the news back then. So.
No, it's not that. Yeah, it's not that. I'm tired, so don't count my reaction to anything, man. I watched Generation Kill. I built that for my birthday. Marley let me build the last year, not this year, the previous year. She let me build that M16A4. So, and then I watched Generation Kill, and I was like, you know what? I need a Global War on Terror A4. So I put the laser on it.
When I think about that, going into Iraq at the first time, they went into Iraq and the Rockies were building guns themselves, AKs and Tobruks and all these different guns.
Yep.
What happened? What happened to all that stuff? I mean, that's where I'm always a stuff person. I want to know what happened to the good stuff.
So wasn't that the
My
first
guess-
time that they couldn't keep Battlefield take home or whatever the hell?
Yeah,
there
you
was
couldn't bring that shit
yeah,
back.
there was no bring home stuff.
Yeah, so I think wasn't that the first time that was a thing?
Oh, but that stuff. So we probably
Yeah.
destroyed it as much as we could, but there's tons of that shit out there.
So I know there's some guys, for example, like that there's like special AKs, maybe stuff from Saddam Hussein or whatever.
Oh, I
And
know.
those things got captured and taken over by the government. Yeah.
You know,
There was a one general guy that brought stuff back, and he got in trouble.
so ridiculous. What's the point of being a Marine invading a country if you can't get some spoils out of it? Ugh.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you, but so I think that's a lot of reason why.
But no.
And for all you know, there's shit buried in a desert somewhere.
I was going to say, more to Walter's point, that stuff got dispersed out to ISIS and to Syria.
I'm talking about the Iraqis' actual manufacturing stuff.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, that all
things
fell
with.
apart probably.
What happened to, it's like after World War II, we went into Walther, we went into there. The Russians stole everything they got their hands on and took it back to Russia. I mean, they cleaned out everything. They didn't leave nothing. They took the wiring off the walls.
Yeah, man, they took all the, yeah.
But that's the Russians. We didn't do quite so much of that. We took the
They
technology.
stole all the AK stuff, all the...
Yeah, okay. Anyways, so back to factuality.
I couldn't help it, Walter.
Hey, if the
Couldn't
Germans would have...
help it.
Hey, listen to me for a second. If the Germans would have made the AK, they would have made it right the first time. The Russians didn't make it right the first time. It took 2 or 3 iterations to get the thing to work right. The Germans would have done that shit and it would have worked right out of the freaking factory. That thing, AK is like a freaking... That's firearms for a dummy.
How do we know they didn't, and they went to the special mothership of wherever the hell they took the real Hitler?
They went to the dark side of the moon. Okay, they took it to the dark side of the moon. All right, yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Why do you think that moon? Didn't that moon lander get tipped over somehow mysteriously?
Yeah, no, not mysteriously. It landed going too fast. That's why it flipped over.
Oh, it landed on the side in the first place?
No, it landed coming down. We got 30 seconds. It was coming down. It couldn't tell how high it was. It thought it was higher up. So it came down going at the speed too fast. And when it hit the ground, it just right over.
Oh, okay.
And luckily, it landed on an incline of the ground. So it's not completely over.
Mm-hmm. So they're still getting use out of it, right?
Yeah, they're getting some data back from it.
I noticed the Indian one landed properly, though.
Oh, yeah, the Indians stuck it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They got a 10. They got a 10 with the cars.
Yeah, we're coming back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Yeah, like if you're the Indian team, you sent some kind of memes over.
Hey, that's shiny.
To
That's way too shiny.
The American mofos, you sent them some kind of meme.
Is that nickel?
This is chrome, actually. This is
That's chrome.
This is my M57 Yugo gun that I got, and I had to do something. I was freaking around with the firing pin, and I lost a part that retains.
I remember
the firing
that.
Pin. So I got a Zastava actually sells parts for these right off their website, so I got to order that.
Oh.
But I mean, this is about as close as I'm going to get to a dictator gun.
Yeah, that's very shiny. I've never seen one that.
Yeah, have you even showed us this before? I don't think so, Walter.
I don't know that I've seen it.
I haven't because I lost a stupid pin and I never even shot the thing. So, that kind of stuff just bugs the living fuck out of me. It's like.
Yeah. So
anyway,
is it shootable now? Is it shootable?
No, I got to order the part. I got to remember to get on the website and order the part.
Yeah. And me and Patrick will be sure to shoot it first before you.
Oh yeah, this is 7.6. This is Talkarev too.
Oh,
yeah, you probably will, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
I have not done that to you before. I have not done that to you before. But
You ain't
know
touching-
what?
you ain't-
If I got
you
the
ain't
cameras
touching-
rolling, I might, just for the damn.
You ain't
just for
touching
the
this thing
views.
when I get it all modded up.
Ooh,
This-
is that an adapter thing somebody makes? I walked away before I got to hear all this.
No, this is actually Keltec. This is Keltec.
Oh, Celtic makes a stock thing. Okay.
Yeah. So what
So
I'm thinking
Keltec
would
made
do is-
two ugly things, and those two ugly things wound up being.
Like I said, ugly breeds ugly. So,
Yeah.
but no, this is way better than that other ugly because that's the other one there. Look at that abbreviated piece of.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost like a wood stock would be, but it's plastic and
Cali
And
legal
it's-
plastic garbage.
yeah.
Yeah, and that won't fold over a plastic mag.
Yeah.
So
So speaking of which, there's all these Supreme Court things going on. Well, okay, so
Yeah.
the Supreme Court gave Trump his victory in the Colorado thing.
yeah,
Does that surprise anybody though? Actually, no.
No.
I take
No.
it doesn't surprise me that they came out in this direction. It surprises me that it was a 9-0. That
Yeah.
actually surprised me.
No, but I think the pundits were saying it was probably going to be something like that.
Because when you
before
read the
it happened.
Constitution, it's obvious.
Yeah.
But that
And it would
goes to
create
show you-
chaos. It would create chaos in America if they didn't do that, right?
Well, the whole point of it is to try to prevent him from running. It's an organized event. It's not like
Yeah, but
because if they get away with it, every one of these leftist states will pull that same routine.
Right.
That's
But
what they're
everyone-
saying, yeah.
So you guys, I think was it Patrick? You probably know. Wasn't it Matt Taibbi that put out a report about how they've been gaming on how to stop Trump, and they've been doing
I
it
didn't read it.
since he was in office? Yeah, I saw this. I'll have to look it up, but I
This
think
is that
Matt-
War Games thing, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So
You're doing War Games against Trump.
Yeah, they were doing war games against Trump, and this is part of the war game, to just do shit that they know is not constitutional, won't hold up,
Yep.
but it's all part of the program. And they're going to keep throwing shit at this. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure that there's states that are going to keep taking him off, even though the Supreme Court has made this decision, because this is part of the plan.
What do they want to happen around election time? What they want to happen, there's already Trump supporters that say if they do something like they block this, there's going to be basically violence as a result. That's what their people are saying out there.
I
I've heard
understand,
people
yes.
say it
I understand.
already.
Yeah, I understand what
And
you're
it won't
saying,
be and it won't be violence from the black folk or the same ones that were the Black Lives Matter. That it'll be violence from the left, the right folks.
Yeah, the liberals, people on the left don't have black people even at this point.
Well, they lost.
They don't.
The majority of the black folks support Trump.
Yeah. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people, like what's happening in inner cities, New York City, Chicago, places like that, where, people who are here illegally, which a lot of them, they're black people, they're brown people, but those folks are overriding Americans. There's a lot of stuff going on that this is pretty clear where all of this is going, but yeah. So he got that victory, but also the Supreme Court is looking at bump stocks. Looking at all that plastic is making me think about bump stocks. Predictions on that from you two, prognosticators? Let me see. What is it? Prognosticators? No.
You gotta, if you have half a brain, you go, this is a plastic stock. It's not a machine gun by their definition. It's not a machine gun, but neither is a drop-in autoseer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, but that's a little different.
So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit interesting to see what happened here. Prognosticators. There you go.
And being that ATF approved it like 3 times. 3 times?
Listen, I mean, I agree with you guys, but I don't know.
Now,
is one I think that I can't predict what's going to happen.
Do I have faith in the Supreme Court? No.
Nope. I think they did this particular one because, as you said, if they allowed this, every red state would disqualify Joe Biden for being, you name it.
Well, the FBI said he's senile. The FBI said he's senile.
Okay, senile, demented.
They couldn't charge him with stuff because he's too stupid.
Right.
I mean,
so
why is he the president? 25th Amendment. Why is he the president?
Yeah.
If he can't conduct his office, he can't do the job. But Woodrow Wilson couldn't do the job either. His wife was the president.
There's been a few. There's been a few. I mean, wasn't Reagan towards the end there a little on the edge?
But he was out of office when he
before it went full blown. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen places that they said like Nancy Reagan
a
was
set of
running.
stairs. Joe Biden can't walk off the stage.
Yeah, but doesn't he? Yeah, and he has some kind of frame on, right? Like underneath that suit, he's got a frame on his legs or something, right?
So I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah, he has to. He's walking really weird, like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
no normal human being walks like that.
He's got braces probably because he's probably freaking crippled.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But listen, he's got to stay in there, man, because the Biden crime family has got to be.
Do you want
solidified?
Do you want knee pads? Harris in there? I mean, she works with a set of knee pads. That's her way up to,
I still think, and I've been saying this, and I'm not the only person now, but I still think at some point she's going to get in there.
She can't get a sentence out of her mouth either that you can understand.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't think they could keep drugging. Do you remember what happened to Prince, Michael Jackson, and a whole bunch of other people? You can't keep drugging people up and pushing them like that's how they're keeping him going. Every time you see him and he's coherent, they're drugging him up. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep that person alive.
Do you remember when Hillary was running for office?
Yeah.
She'd go into some place away like her daughter's place and come out like a spring chicken because they juiced her up probably in there.
Yeah. Isn't this what happens to you when you eat people? Doesn't your body start to decay and go through this kind of crazy shit?
When you what people?
When you eat people. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that stuff.
I'm just messing with conspiracy theories.
I'm sticking to cattle. I'm sticking to cattle. Yeah.
No, when you see those zombie movies or like the apocalypse movies, and then people go cannibal. Isn't it weird? There's all these world leaders that are fucked up.
Well, now speaking of that. Look at the ones over in Europe going like Macron. We're going to send the French. Well, they've already got French over there, actually, probably. But they're going to send French soldiers to Ukraine. And then the Estonian one says, we're going to send Estonia. It's like, oh, shit. Here it goes.
Let them send them. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but...
Let them go. Germany needs to send them. Whoever wants to send them, send them.
Send it!
Yeah, do it. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta fix this so we can.
I think at some point here, America's like put a lot of money into this, and we're getting blackmailed into putting more and more money into the whole thing. So,
man, I ain't got a firing pin. I can see right down the barrel.
They got to settle their shit. I guarantee you, and I don't care, but I guarantee you, there's no forces or no money going to Haiti or anything like that. And that's.
Do you hear where the jail basically shut? They busted everybody out of the jail.
The gangs have been running Haiti for. We've been talking about this, Walter. Now, how many years?
Yeah. Well,
this has got to be like 2 years, 3 years, maybe.
There is nothing we as the U.S. can do about Haiti besides keep them out of here.
Can't do that. Place is gone.
You don't want to start bringing them in here either.
It's gone.
Like we bring everybody else.
So Dominican Republic can't even do anything about it.
Well,
if they could set off the right things and make the tectonic plate split, and turn that island from them and Haiti, and like split themselves off and put a massive ocean in the middle. That's the only way. That's gonna flow over to the Dominican Republic, and that's the same shit that could potentially happen with like Mexico, for example.
Well, that's what I thought was going to happen during COVID, to be honest with you. But the truth is, the undeveloped countries, like homeless folks, they didn't suffer. The Indians had a bad route with it for a while. Mm-hmm. But they didn't have, like, mass thousands. They didn't lock everybody up into their rooms so they could all spread it amongst themselves.
Because they had to go natural immunity. Aren't they now just saying COVID is just like a regular
flu? I saw that the other day.
Yeah. Well, what happens when you lock... If you had the flu, Patrick, and you throw me and you and Patrick and me and Hank in the same room with you we're going to catch the flu too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just you don't have to kiss or nothing. It's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just went and that goes around, and next thing you know, it's.
But this needs to happen This has been happening and needs to happen. Now, the part of it that was unnatural, that they were messing with this shit, and then that we funded them messing with the shit. That's the part where somebody should see the gallows.
Well,
Someone should see the gallows over that, right?
Well,
Aren't
well,
we? Isn't the UN right now mad at Israel because of what's happening over there? But no one's mad that China set this whole thing, set this whole thing off. No,
because China's paying for all these countries to have dumb shit.
Yeah. And America's implicit in it. There's people in America that funded this shit, and basically they became heroes.
Huawei. Oh God, what was the thing I saw about Huawei installing cell towers in some foreign country, Nigeria or something like that? I don't remember which one. And we recently found that there was a backdoor that they were using where you can, I forgot how it was said, but you can track everything that was going on off those cell towers, who the people were. Like, you had everything about the folks with the cell towers.
And of course China would do that because China is they're very wealthy, but their resources poor.
Yes.
So they're looking to get into the Caribbean, into parts of South America, parts of Africa, anywhere that they could get resources. China is treating like people on the African continent way worse than slavery that happened in the past, but everybody's just letting that flow.
China's there to get what they can get. It don't matter who they fuck up in the process.
No,
once they get what they get, they're on to the next one. That's, if you come to that leader in that African country and say, "Hey, old man, I'm gonna build you a castle. You're gonna have roads and everything else," and he's like, "I'm in, man. Line the bank account." He don't care what the fuck happens.
All he has to do is get a good couple of years as a dictator, put his money in a Swiss bank account, and then get the fuck out of that country. You don't have to live there.
No,
he can live anywhere in the world and ball out. That same thing happened. That happened in Guyana when I was a kid. I think I've told you guys when I was a kid, my dad worked for the government, right? He was in charge of infrastructure and building stuff, like building hydroelectric dams, stuff like that. And he would play chess with the prime minister. His name was Burnham. And as a kid, I would sit under the table when they were playing chess and like steal their bottles of beer and stuff like that. That guy stole as much money as possible, sent it to Switzerland, and went over there. He died, but his family's still living like fucking billionaires.
Of course.
So.
Yeah, well, that's how the world works.
It's the formula. Yeah, it's the formula of what's going on.
And
China doesn't give a shit.
Without us buying the Chinese stuff, the Chinese have no economy.
It's true. I agree with that.
And so the fastest way to get to the Chinese is through their pocketbook. Like the fastest way to get the Russians is stop buying their oil.
Yeah.
Because that's what finances the whole Russian government is oil.
Yeah. Now, as I've predicted, like the other day, I'm not trying to bring this back to anything to get you guys going, but the other day, it wasn't you guys. I was sitting down at a table with some executives, and they're like, "Oh, electric cars are dead in America. In 5 years, they're gone." And I was like, "Nope. Regular cars, nothing ever dies, right? Radio hasn't died, but changes happen. So think about this. And by the way, this change is it's going to happen. But what's going to happen is that China is going to come here and sell cheap ass electric cars, and everybody is going to be all about it.
Yeah, and you know what happens to cheap ass electric anything China?
It's not going to last that long.
And then when your cheap ass Chinese electric batteries die, and there's no cheap ass electric batteries to put in it afterwards, there'll be
on top of that, you will be spying. Yeah, I know, but if you think the balloon shit was bad, you're going to be driving these cars.
I'm not driving one.
That knows everything. That knows everything. But listen, here's the thing. Like, think about this. If you go back, how far do you have to go back to when, if you said to people that there's no one's going to watch TV or read newspapers anymore, that everyone said, "You're fucking crazy." How far back do you have to go?
Newspapers, yes. Very few people in this now and age do the newspaper. Who does a newspaper here?
I don't. But very few people watch TV or have cable or even know. My kids do everything from their phone. They watch movies, everything from their phone. They won't look at it on a bigger screen. They look at it on that's over. Now that hasn't gone away. There's still TV stations. So like the other day, they still exist. Radio still exists. But here's the thing. The other day I was looking at a news report from like an LA TV station, right?
Yeah.
And I can't believe that TV stations are still doing the same kind of stupid packages, like, you know, the sing-songy way of doing this report. And then, welcome back to this is what we did. You know, they're doing all that crazy sing-songy stuff. This is why everyone's just looking at YouTube and getting all their stuff from streaming and other sources. So
I don't watch the TV because the TV is all telling you that you should vote for a Democrat and you should accept all the freaks in the freak show.
Right.
It's like, it's
all
not a matter of
everything on TV and movie these days is propaganda. That's it.
I used to enjoy watching some things, but I'm not going to pay for those one channel that I watched.
No,
I mean,
we're in the same boat.
Everything.
Yeah.
The Weather Channel. I could get all my weather right here.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But if you just go back, how many years do you have to go back that if you told people that was the future, they'd be like, "You're full of shit. That'll never happen."
Well,
Think about it. You never thought like in your and I. Go ahead, Patrick.
Maybe y'all two didn't think so, but I personally have thought TV was dead since the mid to late 2008, 2009. I was like, that's when YouTube started taking over. TV was dead after that.
TV has changed. Okay, that's like the mall. A lot of malls are gone.
That's another
they're
one.
Dead.
Who goes to the fucking mall?
But a lot of people. You go to the mall lately? Go to Countryside Mall here.
Kids do.
Mostly kids. And what are they buying? Dude, their store is closing down like you wouldn't believe. Because if I go to a mall and I see all these, those kids aren't really buying anything of any kind of value.
Well, I don't know. The kids aren't driving all the cars that are in.
If you go back 5 years ago, and tell people that a lot of people, I'm not saying everyone yet, but a lot of people, their grocery shopping would be that the store brings it to them. Now that used to happen back in the olden days.
That's still bizarre to me. I still don't like it.
Most people still go to the grocery store. Sorry.
I feel lazy. I don't like it.
The only thing
there's a lot of people that don't.
The only thing that pushed that was COVID.
COVID changed the world, unfortunately.
That's like working at home. That whole working at home thing.
I work from home. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so do I.
But there's very few real jobs you can. I mean,
I got a job. I work from home.
No. But okay, listen, I'll tell you guys an easy one. I remember in 1992. So, Patrick, I don't know if you remember back in 1992.
I was
just coming out. Old. He's in diapers then.
Yes,
so,
that's right.
I remember 1992, I went to England. Okay, in America, I had a cell phone, right? I had a beeper, but most people did not in 1992. And I went to England, and I saw in England, 1992, everyone had a cell phone, including kids. And I was like, whoa, what the hell is this? And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, I wonder how long this takes before this gets to America. Now, remember, before that was happening in Japan, then it happened in Europe, then it happened in America. The same thing's happening now. Now, if you think like, oh, people didn't... Like, if I tell my kids that people didn't used to walk around with phones in their pockets, they're like, what the hell are you talking about?
There's been changes to the physical phone.
Mm-hmm.
I know, back in the old days, there was no... You didn't do movies on your phone. There was no movies on your phone. There was maybe a text. You get maybe a text, and
you had to have a beeper. Remember that? I mean,
You remember beepers?
That was a doctor thing. Beepers.
I had a beeper in the 80s, Walt. I was a doctor.
My dad
we're
had
taking a break.
department.
We're taking a break. We're coming right back. Hold on.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Okay, Patrick, sorry, you got cut off there.
At the fire department, dad was a captain, and when I was young, this is mid 90s, if we called the fire station and they were out on scene or something and we were heading to bed, we would beep them instead. We would send a message to his beeper, say, hey, we're going to bed, call us back when you get back to the fire station. And if he got back too late, he wouldn't call us because it was too late. But yeah, I remember beepers.
I remember meeting Lola in 1996, and Lola did not like me because I had a beeper that was going off like crazy, and I had a cell phone. I had a cell phone, and Lola was like, "Are you a drug dealer or something?"
Yes, that's all it had that back then.
She was like, "Why do you have a beeper and why do you have a cell phone?" So in 1996 in America, it was not normal for people to have cell phones.
Why did you?
Because it was cool. I guarantee.
Why
because
did you?
I wasn't a drug dealer, Walt. I had like 3 jobs. I was just cool. I had to keep up with all the chicks, Walt.
You had to keep up there. It was a status.
Keep up with the Jones.
Let's be real.
Keep up with the Joneses.
No. I had to keep in communication with the ladies. Up until I met Lola, I was a player.
Status.
Yeah. When Lola got me, she got a true player for life. Lola locked down a true player. You can ask her any day you want to.
She got a perpetual auto payment for life. That's what she got from you.
But I'm just saying, just think about it. 1996, that was not normal.
You know the reason I got a cell phone? Make background check calls at a gun show.
Oh, okay. I thought didn't you work for the city or something?
Back then, you actually had to make phone calls to the ATM.
And if you didn't have the phone, you had to go to a payphone and make a
background checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy.
Just imagine from when I met Lola 28 years ago. A lot of shit that we do today, people will be like, "That is bullshit."
Well, you still had regular old telephones.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have a phone here, but
I don't have one.
My mother-in-law had a rotary phone. And the only reason she got rid of the rotary phone because they stopped the rotary service. Mm-hmm. She'd still have a rotary phone if they did that. Mm-hmm.
What is rotary service? What did you need to have a rotary phone?
They couldn't. The cell phone company, it didn't recognize the signal.
Yeah, they had to make the call.
Sound.
Yeah, because that's a. 1 is 1 beep, 2 is 2 beeps.
Yeah,
it's like
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I mean, actually, I think that was after Katrina. The phone got fucking waterlogged.
Let me ask you this: think about this, right? Like, think about this. Amazon. Remember when Amazon came out and people said people selling books on the internet? What kind of bullshit is that? Today, every single one of us gets shit from Amazon every day.
But it changed.
It did change, but Amazon now has a bigger
If they were selling books, they wouldn't be around. So.
Right, but they went to selling everything. Amazon right now is beating Walmart.
Well, and there's Walmart.com too. Walmart sells everything.
Walmart.com is shitty compared to Amazon, though. I understand what you're saying, but
it's just another avenue.
It is. But they lost that war. Listen, Amazon is so big that they have a fleet of aircraft that's bigger than any other airline.
Well, I mean,
that doesn't surprise me. But again, I don't think it's different. I don't see it as being different.
That'll all change too. Just give it time.
Yes, yeah, totally.
And the electric car thing will change too. Give it time.
I don't see Chinese electric
everything
cars
evolves. Everything's
being
cyclic.
the thing. I just don't.
I think it's going to come in a sugar pill, the Chinese. The Chinese own car companies we don't even realize. Do you realize the Chinese own Volvo?
Yeah, but you got to... That's like when the people were worried about...
So they're already here.
But I don't buy Volvo.
They bought this farmland and stuff. They can't take it back to China.
I agree. That's a lot like the 80s. Remember in the 80s, it was Japan,
Japan owed everything.
Right.
They were skyscrapers and everything. It's like, well, you can't take it back to Japan.
Nakatomi Towers, Walter. Nakatomi Towers. You remember that?
Knock your mama towers. No, it's like what?
That's from Die Hard, Walt.
If a war starts, China will own nothing here.
Yes, that's true. Absolutely.
In China, there's mass. Have you seen these places where they've just built these huge communities in China and nobody's there?
Yes, well, yeah. It was just to spend money.
Yeah.
China. Once again, they've had they were agricultural based, and now everybody lives in the cities. Mm-hmm. Everybody's dependent on there being work. If there's no work, what happens in China?
Everyone in China depends on selling some dumb shit to Americans
other
Europeans.
So here's the difference with China and America. Most of us don't walk around, unless you're Walter and you walk around with a big speed knot in your pocket. most of us don't walk around like I think I maybe have $20 cash on me at any moment.
I got 20
maybe.
on me right now. That's it.
Yeah. Now
I'm trying to get better at it though. Like honestly, I've literally, if I come across cash, let's say it like that. If somehow in my daily life I come across cash through any means that.
What does this mean, Walter?
No, because everything that I do with my FFL definitely goes through the books, 100%. The government gets their piece, of course. But if I were ever to come across cash, I've thought that yes, I probably should keep it on me because I don't really normally, and maybe it's best that I try to live off a little bit of cash because right now it's really easy for me to look at a debit card or a credit card and go, it's just a number in a bank.
So you're like black people, you're hiding cash, like Fannie Willis said.
I'm not Fannie Willis.
You should always have cash.
Yeah.
You should always have cash.
Now, but here's the thing. But Americans don't. But here's the thing.
No, we don't.
Here's the thing. The people in China, let some little thing happen. Like they go to the banks and all the fucking money comes out. They have to like stop them. You've seen it before. If you look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Any little thing, they get scared. They go to the bank. All the money comes out. It goes under a mattress.
It doesn't, and we did that before too. And there's not enough cash in this country.
There's been runs on the bank here too.
Yep.
There have.
Yep.
And then they shut the bank.
Yep. And then they buy the bank, and then they print more money, and the bank opens up under somebody else's name.
That's it.
Anyways, let's talk about guns or something.
So all right. What guns you want to talk about? What guns you want to talk about?
I have another cool project I'm working on too. Actually,
what is it?
But I can't. I don't want to say. I don't want to say nothing because we haven't started it. But
okay.
Me personally.
Go ahead.
I am getting real impatient for July to roll around. I'm just saying it now. I know I need to.
And this has nothing to do with a gun or machine gun. This nothing to do with a
what
machine
the hell are you waiting for July to come around for?
So SOTs to get your SOT, they only do it once a year in July. If I get it right now, I have to pay another $500 in like 3 months.
You're gonna be a fucking problem then, right? You're gonna machine gun everything.
Fuck yeah! The second I pay my government stipend of $500, I'm gonna machine gun so much. Are you kidding me,
Patrick? Really?
I'm never gonna shoot any of it, but yes, I'm gonna machine gun it. I want it.
You'll shoot it. Well, here you go, Patrick. If you don't want to buy the ammo, you might as well make a semi-auto. So,
no. I am going to be giving the government $500 a year so I can do this. I'm sure as shit gonna do it.
You should be giving them money so you can make stuff and do things for other people.
Yeah, you gotta make
That's
some
what
money.
I do.
Make some money. Stack
Well,
those.
I mean, right-
Listen, when you're
right
walking
now,
around with a big speed knot like Walter, that you come over here and I'm like, oh, Patrick, I'm a little low, and you could just like peel off.
That's the plan.
You could just peel off some hundreds on me.
I gotta get there.
Then Patrick, when we reach that day,
I gotta get there.
I hope it happens because I'm gonna need some money.
No, I'm making money. I'm making money, and I'm doing the thing I want to do. I just listen. If I'm going to be paying them $500 a year, I'm going to have a couple machine guns in the safe for when friends come over. I go, let's do
You know
this
what's
shit.
gonna happen, Walter? So like when Walter brings a machine gun, everybody gets to shoot the machine gun. Walter's just looking at like dimes, nickels,
dollar
bills, just going out there.
My ammo, that Steyr shoot that day, I got done like with no Vaseline that day. That was probably 500-600 rounds of 223 on my
Wait till
right down the
Wait till Patrick has his machine gun. Try to shoot Patrick's machine gun and see what happens to your ass.
You can shoot the machine gun all you want. You gotta bring your own ammo.
Yeah, Patrick is not gonna bring out the big chrome Vandium arms bucket of bullets.
I do not run a multi-$100,000 a year company yet. Walter is about 30 years ahead of me. Let me get to Walter's place, and I probably will give away ammo. I'm just not there yet.
Walter, he won't even remember all the years that he shot your machine guns.
I will absolutely. If there's one thing I am good about, I will. The moment I'm able to repay, even if it's not repayment, the moment I'm able to give something away to somebody that I feel like I owe, they will get it 100%. And I know I owe Walter years worth of ammo right now.
I'm part of the reason Patrick's like he is right now because I gave him things to do things with. Yeah.
No,
But
listen.
that's all right.
Walter
I don't-
gave me
I
a
don't-
freaking too much. Yes.
Listen,
don't
I'm
expect
happy.
anything.
I'm happy for Patrick. I want Patrick to be successful, but you gotta have that money. Listen, Chromie V every day. He's getting older every day.
Walter, when you had two youngins and were just going to gun shows and selling and buying, were you blowing ammo at the range? No way.
Yes, yes, he was.
Well, ammo was cheaper. I'll give you
Yes.
ammo was cheaper.
Yes, but it's. I didn't have any machine guns then. I wasn't an SOT back then, so.
Yeah.
Yes,
what's the best?
I
you know what's
I
the
would
best
go shoot-
boats? You know what's the best boats? You know what's the best yachts?
Your
The
friends.
best- The best private airplanes.
Your friends, absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Fuck owning a boat. Excuse my language, but fuck owning a boat. I would never own a boat.
Boats are black holes.
Oh my god,
my
they
God.
are.
Because
Patrick,
people buy them, they ride around in them for a couple weeks or one season, then they sit in their
They
yard for the rest of the
sit.
time. And
Yeah.
they just go down like this.
Yeah. JCP90 says, Patrick, are you going to build a PKM?
That's for ballers. PKM's for ball. First, the kit is like probably pushing $5,000 now for a PK
I've
kit.
looked already, Walter. I've already looked.
Yeah, and that's not an AK receiver either. So that's a different world when you start looking at PKM. So
I have told myself that it is a kind of a dream SOT item for me to own. I would love to have a PKM with like the stand and everything like you know. That's the 5 to 10 year plan. That is not the 1 to 5 year plan. 1 to 5 year plan is
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Patrick to bring a machine gun to the range. I'm going to hide my ammo. I'm going to lose the
that's
key.
fine. That's
to,
fine.
And I'm going to shoot the shit out of that thing. And Patrick is going to sit there going, okay, okay. I see. He's
first
going
thing
to
you got
count
to
those
build.
bullets.
First one should be a Sten gun. Boom, period. That's every.
You and I have an agreement that we're going to make that happen because you're going to have yourself a nice FAL. So that'll be done.
Yeah. I got you the parts kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to do
And
a
those-
Sten gun. I'm going to just order. I'm waiting to order the jigs because I don't want somebody coming and looking and going, what the hell? But I'm going to order an AR-15 sear pin jig just to keep.
Yeah.
And I'll probably order an AK-47, AK-74 jig because I'm thinking of full autoing at least one of my AKs. I mean, I'm an AK guy. I feel like I need to have a full auto AK to show off.
Yeah.
And the good thing about those is if I ever have to destroy the receiver one day for whatever reason,
Still got a
it's
part
no skin off my back. It's
Yeah.
pretty cheap.
You still got a
Patrick,
parts
I'm not.
kit.
Yeah, but I'm not coming
Yes,
down
very
on you,
nice.
man. I'm not coming down on you. I'm just saying, like, go easy. Wait until. Do that with your. Do that with your making it rain at the strip club money.
No. We're going to have some fun stuff. We're going to have some really simple fun stuff. An M16, the 9mm. We're going to do a full auto pack for the MP5.
When are we
Most of
adding? When are we adding Chromie V the second?
Not. We don't have any announcements, so don't even get there. We're not there yet. Not yet.
Okay, all right. And
We're
then
getting this one off his feet first.
And
then we'll
Chromie
start
V the third.
talking. No thirds yet. No plans on thirds. 2, maybe 2. But no. Well, again, Walter is 30 years ahead of me, so it's gonna take me some time to get to where he's
Yeah,
at.
it's no rush. It's no rush, man. I
Yeah,
want you to do this for the rest of your life, Patrick. I'm not
I
bullshitting
ain't going anywhere. This is it.
you. Yeah, I want you to do this for the rest of your life. So
I was kind of shocked how much one place wanted for a Mark III kit, Sten kit. 'Cause
What do they
those
go
used to
for
be the
now?
They used to be the cheap of the Sten
Yeah.
kits. And now they want like $250 for a Mark with
It
no
used to be
barrel.
like $80 or something.
I paid $35 for kits before, so with the barrel. That's back a few years.
but you never sold the kits though, right? No.
I never sold kits as like
Yeah.
a no.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy, Walt? There are probably hundreds of thousands of those still out in the world, in
Oh, yeah.
armories and places,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just stuck away.
That's like the PPS the PPS 43 or the
Yeah.
PP4 whatever it is. Yeah, PPS 40. Those kits are like $69, $79 because there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of those sitting around. brand new ones, unfired, never fired.
They're a nightmare to try to semi-auto. Nobody wants to semi-auto them because I have a kit that somebody gave me, and I even have your receiver that I took from you because I was going to make it a project. They are a fucking nightmare to make that a legal semi-auto. So I've never done it. I've never wanted to.
Yeah.
So JCP90 is saying build a MP5, build a MP40.
I have an MP5. I'm not going to build an MP40.
MP40 is expensive. That's an expensive kit now. You're talking probably $3,000 for an MP40 kit. So
I'm going to be doing the cheap. I already have an MP5. All I got to do is get I know somebody that has a handful of trigger packs. A guy local to me here bought up a bunch of trigger packs when he made his. I'm just going to buy a trigger pack off of him and serialize it. Like, that's cheap.
Sent me or a G3 is an easy one too.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? I think 22s, like, if you're going to do machine gun stuff, 22 machine gun's always cool.
That Tipman, we talked about it the other day. That Tipman was cool as hell. It was $500. Now, I'm not buying guns at the moment, so I probably won't go buying it. But eventually, I would love to get it. And it's already milled for the M16 fire controls.
Yeah.
All you got to do is drill the pin and put the stuff in it.
So part of this, you do have to think like Walther, though, because you have to remember, right? Like, Walther has been stacking stuff since, what, the 80s? Yeah. 80s or something, or 90s?
90s more, yeah.
Yeah, so 90s. So, like, right now, that thing, let's say it's $500. By the time you're ready, that thing could be $1,000.
I mean, you know, I'm looking around here, and some of the parts kits I have here, it's better than money in the bank.
Yeah, you could
just keep going up and up and up. So,
for it.
Like I told you about that professional ordnance carbon 15 I bought over the weekend, right? I bought a carbon 15, everybody.
Yeah, so I want to hear more about this. Was it a you fix them, or how'd you find that?
It was in this.
It was
in that section where they have all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just going through it, and I see carbon 15. It says good condition, and I'm like, okay. Well, I read the description. It doesn't say it's missing parts, and I'm going, and it was $369, which is, those guns were freaking expensive when they came out back in the day.
Were they really?
And, yeah, and I was like, $369. So I started searching through the internet to see what. Some people paid $6 for one, some people $7 for one. You know, I'm like, I'm in. Boom. $369, I'm in.
Did it already come in? Yeah, no, you bought it over the weekend. It hasn't come in yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, nothing else is for the library.
Yeah. You know, I was talking to Hank the other day, and I always thought for the library was a joke sort of thing. Like, oh, yeah, I just want to buy it for the library. What did I work on? When I was full autoing the 22 for the local range, I've never drilled a third pin, and I've never put full auto components into a gun before. I literally had to go to the internet and look up pictures of M16s, and like, I didn't even know how the spring went on the full auto trip because I've never done it. And I was like, I see the benefit where I could go in the safe, pull something out and go, that's how it's supposed to look, put it back in the safe and put it together. I totally see it now.
Or you just want to see how something works.
Like, yeah, just how it functions.
The carbon 15 didn't use straight up AR parts inside. They're a little different. Really? That was one of the downsides of the carbon 15. Now, Bushmaster, old school Bushmaster, after professional ordnance went out of business, they picked up and started making the carbon 15, but they used traditional AR parts inside of the thing. So
okay, we're talking about this, right?
Minus.
Dude,
I'm
it's
talking
cool
about the
looking.
one. I'm talking. No, that's the
the Bushmaster one.
That one with no shroud on the barrel. That's the one.
Oh, you're talking about the no shroud?
No shroud. Because during the assault weapons ban, you couldn't. The first thing, it couldn't be over 50 ounces. No pistol could be over 50 ounces.
Jesus Christ.
Semi-auto, I think it was semi-auto pistol, couldn't be over 50 ounces. And then if you had a handguard on the front, then it made it evil also.
Is this one of the things? I don't want to start any kind of thing, but isn't Bushmaster gonna do that again? I don't know.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah. Well, it'll take a long time. We got like 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
The Clinton era band
we'll
stuff
be back.
was bizarre.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Speaking of TUSC, by the way, you know what's funny? Like, obviously, we've all, because of TUSC, we've looked at crypto and stuff like that. You guys know that Bitcoin is making a comeback, right?
All
Are
the
you
meme
are you
coins
aware
are-
of that? Bitcoin is $68,000 again.
Yeah, they've all
All right,
popped
so-
off again.
Yeah.
Let's go back in time a little bit.
Right.
What drives Bitcoin?
Instability in the fucking
Possible chaos.
Yes.
That's what, when things
It's
are
a sign.
normal.
It's a bellwether.
When things are normal, the cryptos have a tendency to go
Down. Yeah.
Not
The more people don't believe in the government, the more crypto goes up.
well. When does that happen? When there's chaos.
Right. Exactly.
Election season.
When bacon's $9 a pound. That's
Yeah.
when they don't.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, so let me show you a collectible also that you probably never see again.
What in the hell is this?
It's a Geisley
Geisley.
mask from the COVID period. The COVID,
Funny. That's funny. They laser engraved masks.
How many of
stamped
these?
them.
How many of these do you have? Geisley did it as a joke because I don't think Geisley.
no, they handed them out by the thousands at the SHOT Show that year
Oh, seriously?
because you were supposed to wear a mask at the SHOT Show.
Oh, that's right. That's
How
right.
many do I have? Well, let's see here.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at that! I got more than. Well, I've got this bag that came from the SHOT Show that I still has stuff in it that I've never taken out, but I got a couple.
Oh, Walt's got stacks.
This is my future Geisley.
That's your dinner right there.
That's man. When these Geisley marks that can't do anything but Geisley, they'll pay top dollar for this one day. Top.
This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Let us know if you want to pay for these Geisley face masks. They are still wrapped for the people listening on audio.
They are in sanitary condition.
They are still in the plastic, ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah. When you gotta whip out your Geisley super match, double batch bomber, whatever the hell it is.
JCP90 wants you to show the STG-44 parts kit.
I'd like to. I gotta dig it out. It's buried.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah. You know
Right
what?
now,
Why don't you look that up while I show some?
Look up what?
Can I show some more Cybertruck stuff? Can I do it?
Do you have to really?
Yes,
Come on.
I have to. Come on, man. Come on.
You're
Look at these. You guys better start
That
saving up
is the
some money
ugliest fucking thing
ugliest
I've ever
vehicle,
seen.
God.
You have to see this in person, okay? Trust me. You got to see these in person. They
And
are
that thing is-
badass.
That
Okay.
thing is pig heavy too. That thing is a pig.
Listen, today I was driving around Ocala, and I'm telling you, people were following us.
Okay.
People were
All right, let me
breaking
just-
their necks.
After everybody like yourself gets their Cybertruck, nobody will give two fucks about the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. I like
Well,
being a no.
I don't mind exclusivity because it's kind of fun, but they're not gonna be exclusive after a period of time.
No, for
Very
sure.
soon.
That's going to happen. That's going to happen. At some point, it's not going to be like that big of a deal anymore. Florida has a lot of them actually in Florida.
I mean,
But
it's
they are
like
very cool, man. These are
when
cool.
When the
Like, these are
Tesla
cool
first hit the
vehicles
street,
right
every
there.
time you see a Tesla, it's like, oh, there's a Tesla. Now I've been out where I've seen 3 Teslas in a row at a stoplight. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
just another car.
But listen, it's not going to happen anytime soon. That
Next
people
year.
are gonna, people are going. No, I don't think so. Listen, people are still shocked if we go to the mall or something like that, and those Falcon wings open. I see people like, what the fuck is that? What is happening?
Well,
You
don't
know,
expect
so.
that. That's
But
all.
listen, this was an awesome day for me, guys. Ignore the big
Right.
belly. Ignore the big
Yeah.
belly. Okay.
You're
This was an
riding around
awesome.
with
Look at this. Look
You're
at your
riding around
boy.
with
Your boy Hank Strange, all up in the Cybertruck driving it. And can I tell you something? Can I say something to you guys about this Cybertruck experience?
it's
Can
Woody Worth.
I can't even switch over. It was fantastic.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
awesome. I drove just the regular one, and I drove the Beast. By the way, I got to get the Beast. I don't care how much more it costs.
Of
I
course
gotta
you
get-
don't.
I got to get.
You
I gotta get
are you are perfect. I need to just find more people like you. Find something that gets them motivated and sell it to them. Make them just go in debt for things that I sell. That's what I need to do.
Well, the key to that is you make something really cheap, that you can get them to buy, and you set up for real expensive, and you make jillions of dollars of profit. That's a
Flying Rich says Lola cares.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I told you already, Patrick. Make some freaking bullpups, dude.
Well, you
How?
won't get rich on
With
bullpups.
what?
You won't
Maybe-
get rich on bullpups.
I want that. I want that damn British bullpup that the beef eaters.
SA80? I don't have an SA80 to even look at to clone.
Make it
won't get
happen,
rich.
Patrick.
You're not going to get rich on the SA80. So.
No, you're not.
I think you could, Patrick.
That's
You
a
could.
specialty thing.
I bet you if you figured out how to do it, who knows? Like JJE or somebody would buy it from you.
Yeah, and then make me run the whole company by myself, and when it fails, I get blamed.
Listen, you never know. You never know. I think people would buy it.
I do not have the talent to make a gun from scratch. At least I don't think I do.
Well, I don't think that you have to. I think there's probably something out there that you could. You got to do the research, or the other
I gotta do
alternative
the research for a
is
project I don't even want to start.
is get Flying Rich. Put Flying Rich on it. Put Flying Rich on it. Well, now
You know,
it's the same thing.
if I had the tooling, I would totally make and Walter's gonna roll his eyes and say, no, it's not worth your time. A metal.
A Grosja.
Oh my! Wait. Okay. Hold on.
Well,
Yes.
You're not going to get
Second
rich on
off,
that
no.
either.
Really?
I would make.
I guarantee you, I can make you rich off that Grosja, Patrick.
I think
I'll
the
put-
Groza you can make money.
I will make
got a
rap
guy-
videos. I will make rap
I'm still
videos
waiting
out of
on
that
my
thing.
Bison
what?
parts kit.
Listen,
and that guy is.
All we have to do is hook up what's his name, Black Rambo with one of those, and he does a video. You won't be able to sell enough of them.
I
promise.
I don't know.
You won't be able to sell enough of them. I'm just telling you.
God dang it! I lost my train of thought. I would love to make a metal receiver for the project we just the Nylog, the AUG. I would love to have A1 receivers out there. And Walter's gonna go, nah, it's not worth it. Not worth it. I would.
Yeah, you'll sell some, but then once there's no kits, guess what?
Then they're gone.
no
Then you
sales.
stop
There's
producing
no
them.
sales. Yeah.
That's like everything else, though. You make enough of them before you sell. All of the parts kits that have been done for the last 30 years, it's the same thing. People
Now,
make tons of shit.
We have just started with the AUG parts kits, so there's still a lot of AUGs being used, but that's like the PK. Those are good. Those are being used in a lot of places right now to shoot at each other with. So people shoot. So that's like when the war when it started in the Middle East with us, 50 cal parts kits went away. M2 parts kits went away because people were using them.
When Ukraine kicked off 2014 and the recently one, a lot of AK parts kits started getting harder to get and more expensive. And the reason I was given was, well, they took them all, instead of cutting them up, they're taking the guns and sending them over to Ukraine. Ukraine's buying them all.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of Polish 74 kits maybe.
74s are 74s. That's
The Ukrainians
the one.
the Ukrainians don't use regular 47 and first line stuff. They're
The
using more.
74s
They're
dried
using
up.
they're using the Polish rifle, the Grom or whatever that's called. Whatever thing. They're using M16s and then 74s. That's what you see all the time.
But one of my points is you don't have to make it forever. Like I don't have to be in the Nylog receiver forever. You just make.
Are you
make
seeing?
100
Are
of
you
them.
seeing
Make one.
what Rich is saying at all? Are you in the chat?
No, I'm not
See
watching
that?
chat. Sorry.
He says, Patrick, you want to build 100 metal AUGs?
I'll buy you 100 AUG parts kits.
I'll buy you the kits. There you go. I mean, so Flying Rich, by the way, he's a New Yorker. He hustles hard, man.
So
yeah, we could do the CVA AUG. I would totally do that. That'd be awesome.
the
But I
metal
don't know the beginnings of how to make the. I don't have. God, what's it called? Like a fifth axis or anything like that. I don't have access to CNC, so I don't even know where you would begin making something.
This will have to be a collabo with you and Safety Harbor Firearms.
Wait, yeah, it's kind of out of my league.
I can't stop what I'm doing to.
That's part of the problem with Walt, and I'm not saying it's a problem, Walt. I'm just saying that's part of the
Yeah,
problem is
yeah,
when you're
yeah.
when you're tooled
Yeah.
up for something that makes you a lot of money, you don't
And
want to
it's
tool
on.
down for an experiment
No, Walt, make that money. I'm going to need to borrow some money soon.
and some
Oh,
ammo.
you ain't borrowing money to buy no
vote-
Cybertruck. Okay?
I vote
Just
on
say
make that money. Make that money. Make that money. Yeah. You're gonna get a knock on the door. I'm not even calling you. I'm not even gonna let you try to go like, oh, I'm not answering.
We're
the phone.
5 years out. I got to keep saying that because I got to keep saying it to myself. I'm 5 years out from getting stuff that I really want to. You know, I gotta make it a really profitable business before I can, one, find some property where I can have a bigger shop, and two, once I get a bigger shop, then I can say, okay, let me look at getting a CNC.
5 years is going to go by so fast, dude. I don't think
I
you
know.
realize.
I'm already 3 months in, and it feels like yesterday that I started doing this.
Well, hopefully, let me see. We got an election this year, right? So
In November.
Hopefully, we have well. There's no
What
guarantee.
is November?
With that.
How long ago is that? Like 6 months?
10 months out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 months
Seven.
out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, there's a change.
And all shit is going to break loose around that time, by the way. And I'm not saying I'm not being negative, but this is all part of these guys' war games that they're up to.
Yeah, it's chaos. Chaos.
Yeah.
I keep saying my personal opinion here is Trump is going to get elected again, and it's going to be the people that thought Biden was going to be the rescue, and then go, fuck Biden, we didn't
It's
rescue
the revenge. The revenge vote
vote.
is going to happen.
I think the revenge vote's going to happen. And I personally feel that the powers that be that run large whatevers will do everything in their power to tank the economy or tank whatever they can so it goes foul under Trump so they can blame him for it.
I predict
That
it
would be
won't
the
work. I predict it won't work, though.
I hope not, but I have a feeling. Have y'all been, and we're getting off topic here from guns, but have y'all been to Publix lately or Walmart? Mostly Publix.
Why?
Everything's on sale. Normally, like, you see 5% of what's in Publix on sale. Go ahead, what?
No, I was going to say, on the same note, when things were crazy busy, the gun distributors weren't emailing you every day with a sale and special.
Exactly.
What just came in? This is here, this is here, this is here. Because you were calling them trying to get the stuff.
They were making videos showing all their guns off.
I get emails every day from the same ones. We have new stock. We have new this. This is here. That's the ammo's on sale. It's like, and nothing's really on sale too much.
No, it's. I replied to one of those emails one time, and I was like, "It's not on sale. Stop saying on sale. It's for sale. Stop it." There's a difference between
November is going to look like
sale.
this, by the way, people. This will be November. Right here.
This is what's coming in.
Under my chin.
There'll be some weird, like, dinosaur type creatures in there. That's what's coming.
But you know, I don't know exactly what it means, but the food distributors are doing everything they can to move inventory.
They are pushing. Listen, human beings are like this. You fuck with human beings and you push them, they complain. Then they stop complaining and they start compensating for your bullshit. And we're running into that. Don't you think? No?
Normally Publix says like 5% of their stuff will be on sale. I'm talking like 30 to 35%. You walk through the aisles and there are those little yellow tags everywhere telling you either 2 for 1, BOGO.
What is the price of gas? Have you looked at the price of gas, regular?
It's expensive still. But now
it's approaching $3.50 again.
It's going back up.
I don't look at it all the time because my everyday driver is a freaking electric van that I charge at my house and I pay very little on. But like when I drive my van around, like when I'm traveling, I drive this van around and I got to put gas up in there and it's crazy. I go, what? What the hell is happening? So, yeah, listen, you push people, people react. These things happening, people react to it. And I think, yeah, they will try to make it crazy in November, but
I think so.
It's been crazy this whole time. The shit we're seeing now, it's not been like this for a long time.
If like a normal American, if you go watch the news, they're all pretending like nothing's going on. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. The world's okay. Don't worry about it. Unless it has to do with Ukraine or Israel.
Yeah, but even liberal people are pushing back now. Have you noticed?
Yes, we've gotten to the point where $7 bacon ain't working anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for anybody.
It never has. They pretended so long because they want. Oh, Joe Biden's doing okay. Joe Biden's doing okay. They just had to stick.
When's the last time you saw a rapper talking that shit? All the rappers now are back on Trump. Have you noticed that? Every rapper is back on Trump.
Because how much does it take for you to realize y'all got played by the Democrats? And I'm not as much of
Patrick,
a partisan.
the brothers have been played by the Democrats since there were
This
brothers
has been
and
forever.
Democrats.
That's the program.
Forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the
And
program. They get some representative black people, and they give those people shit, and those people fuck off and do their own thing and don't ever. Malcolm X talked about this shit. Malcolm X.
And
when was that? When was Malcolm X?
Look what happened to Malcolm.
Exactly.
They killed him.
He was
They
the
killed
one
him.
that was saying that blacks and whites don't want to live next to each other. Why don't we just get our own areas? And nobody listened to him at the time. But it's still true. Blacks don't want to live with whites, and white people probably don't want to live with blacks.
It's not really true. It's not true in every case, but yes, people naturally separate.
You want to go with your own like.
You see a lot of pockets. You'll see a lot of people from Jamaica living over here. A lot of people from like the Philippines live over here.
Yes.
You know, a lot of Ukrainians getting together in their own little cluster over here. You know,
that's how it's always been.
It's nothing wrong with it. Because what happens when you come to America, right? Like when you come to America, like if you go back to the Irish coming to America or Scottish coming to America, Italians coming to America, no one fucking helps you.
No, nobody's here to help you, and that's just the way it is.
The mafia helps you, and that is basically the organization of your own people that get together and say, okay, we'll help you out to do this.
But did they really help you? No.
In the beginning they do kind of, but eventually no.
The old school mob is not like the criminals now. That was a different. They didn't go out. They killed one another, but they did go out and kill the public because
remember
they wanted to stay in the good. They wanted to stay in the good eyes of the public.
Remember the mafia used to, like back in the days in the mafia, if you were a crackhead, you died. If you were trying to sell cocaine and stuff like that, this is why John Gotti got big, because he wanted to do it and he was the enforcer and he took those guys out before they could stop him.
Yeah.
Okay? But you know, as an enforcer, he did this. He took dudes out. The mafia didn't go for this because they didn't want their daughters, right, to become crackheads. Right? So, but you know, eventually money corrupts, right? Money and power corrupts, and people got corrupted. And when a virus, like if you create a virus and you think it's just going to fuck up America, it fucks up the whole planet. It fucks you up the most.
But we don't. The crazy thing is we don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody held China's feet to the fire. Nobody gave a shit. How did we go through all that? Nobody gave a shit. It's crazy to me.
Because they wargamed it, man, and the way that they did it, they got away with it. And most of the we knew what was happening, but younger people are the ones that got fucked up by that. Because
there's still people out there wearing masks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there are.
And
There's a public
outside wearing a mask
in their
it's
personal
like, what
vehicles.
Are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like
there's a Publix that I know, Hank. The Publix on 16th and 43rd is like super liberal Publix, and I know if I go there, huge percentage of the people in there are going to be wearing a mask. It's
good for me. That lets me know who's dumb. That lets me know the sheep that are walking around.
Yeah.
Because,
I don't want to be friends with
at some point you got to realize, hey, you need to build your immunity. If you get 50 fucking boosters, you're going to die.
You're getting
but
shot
you know what?
with stuff. You're like a guinea pig. You know,
at the same time, I'm totally cool with you getting 50 boosters, but don't force anybody else to.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not knocking anyone for.
If you want to go and become the guinea pig, fuck it, have at it. But the problem was they forced it on all of us.
They forced
a lot of guinea pigs are dying for weird shit that people never used to die from at the age they're dying. So
my 24-year-olds having myocarditis was not common back then.
No,
neither why.
No.
God, I'm getting curmudgeonly and.
The thing is,
that's just the facts.
But I'm saying this to you though, they won't be able to pull this off again so soon. Even the young people are going to see through the bullshit. They can't pull this off
because they have been fucking stupid.
They've already tried to pull it off a couple times and it hasn't worked.
Yes. So for sure, like you said, there's always people who are idiots. There's people who they know that they're wrong, but they're wearing the masks because they are too embarrassed to admit that they fucked up.
That's the only way. You got to admit you're an alcoholic before you can fix the alcohol.
Yeah.
And they won't admit they're wrong. That's the hardest thing for people to do.
Yeah.
So
But the majority of people are not going for the okie doke again because you can't keep running this game. People see through your shit. The human beings are not this stupid.
People lost too much money.
Yeah.
They lost too much money.
Yeah. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to come right back, try to talk about guns, maybe.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, check it out. Shout out to Kiaski, by the way. He says, how do you fix this when Chick-fil-A is paying $20 an hour? That is not going to go. You're going to go to Chick-fil-A and you're going to look at all the places closing.
The most basic. Go ahead, Walter.
Go ahead, Patrick. I was going to say, when I went to Chick-fil-A today to get my stuff. At least I know how to run the fucking restaurant. Sorry. Okay.
Well, yes. You can't argue that.
The most based answer I can give you is, and a lot of y'all aren't going to want to listen to this, but stop eating fast food. Make yourself a sandwich. Cook your own dinner. I'm not quite to the point where I can say grow your own food because I'm not quite that skilled yet, but I'm to the point where I go to the grocery store every day and I pick up what we're going to cook for dinner that night and I make dinner. And it's partially because we can't afford to go out to eat all the time. We don't have the money right now. Like, we're starting a business. We don't have the money to be eating out all the time. And cooking at home, I can make a really good meal for us for like $15 most of the time. But yeah, no, that's your answer. Don't go to Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. I enjoy Chick-fil-A. But
I think a lot of people are pulling back, Patrick. I think that's what we were just talking about. I think people are pulling back.
A Big Mac meal, and this was not here in Florida. I will give credit. This was in like LA County somewhere. But a Big Mac meal for like $16. And then there was another one that posted that you get a Big Mac meal with a milkshake, and it was like $24 or something. It's like, of course you can't. That's untenable. Like, nobody could. That food's garbage to begin with.
Listen, a lot like look, I still go out every now and then. Some of us, we go out together. But when you see the bill these days, you think to yourself, for this $100, I think I could have just bought some groceries, made some food, and chilled out at home. Like a lot of people, who's going to the movies? I haven't been to a movie theater in like more than 5 years.
Well,
no, have not been to a movie theater. Right? I don't give a shit about. There are stuff, you guys know me. There's stuff I care about, but I don't give a shit about clothing. I don't care about that. You know, if I buy new clothing, it's advertising. I'm doing, like, check it out. Oh, speaking of which, you know, look, check it out. The Vanasaur shirt. You know, that's what I'm up to. A lot of people are pulling back in a lot of ways. I just bought a TV. I just bought a new TV. I was telling you guys about for the first time in like 10 years, and I'm not buying another TV again for another 10 years.
Yeah.
People are pulling back. They're not spending. And like you were saying,
it's unaffordable. Life is unaffordable.
But this is connected to China. And that they're going to suffer in that regard, right? Because we're buying a lot of stuff from them, even though here in America we have the capability to make a lot of things, right? Including food. Like, we live in Florida. Everything fucking grows here. I live in the middle of, farm country. And beef, it's what's for dinner, is what I see in all the trucks rolling around.
Yeah.
You know, and there ain't nothing wrong with meat.
When I get my Cybertruck, I'm gonna put a beef, it's what's for dinner sticker on my Cybertruck.
Go outside and work out a little bit, and beef, red meat ain't gonna kill you. You're gonna be fine. Yeah.
By the way, check it out. I actually raced. I told you guys
we're back to the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I'm still on it.
I guess the next time I get night vision, I'm going to request that you do not make fun of me because of the Cybertruck fiasco here.
Are you going to listen? We could do a video. You could come over and we could drive the Cybertruck with night vision.
I will do it with you. If you want to do that, I will bring the nods. We will drive it around your place at night.
I'm working out a thing for Walter to mount a gun in a Cybertruck. And Walter, I bet you sell those mounts. How much you want to bet? I bet you.
Yeah,
you
probably
sell
has
it.
a couple in storage somewhere.
No. If you make a mount to like a tripod mount for a Cybertruck, so do you know like Heavy D Sparks did, this like big YouTubers, they do this shit. He put tracks, those triangle tracks on a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
That is completely ridiculously stupid and doesn't make any sense. They kept breaking because of course, But you know what? I think a tripod mount for a Cybertruck completely makes sense. I think this is a logical thing. That people will buy this.
You just said the most illogical thing you've ever.
Yeah,
I'm being sarcastic, but you never know. It could happen. This is a truck that people are getting for Apocalypse, right?
No, they're not. Stop that shit. Stop
they're getting it to show off everybody else.
You're better off with a diesel Hilux than a freaking Cybertruck.
God, Walter, if I could find me a diesel Hilux, I'd be happy.
Where would you get that from? Where?
Find me one of them.
Where are you getting it from?
You can import a diesel Hilux. That's not.
I would love that.
Are we past the time? Is that importable?
There's been Hiluxes for the past 40 years.
Yeah, you just got to go through all of the effort of getting it.
You got to get one from Japan. You can,
Yeah, if you think your Forerunner is sparse.
Yeah. No, I love her Forerunner, but no, I keep telling Marley that I want a beater. I want to drive around in a beater. I have no problem with it. Get rid of my Mustang.
You are a beater. I'm sure when you're driving around, you're beating all the time.
Why don't you get a real Mustang then?
I,
Like an old one, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
You mean like
those things
They're
are
not cheap.
costly.
They're not
like
they're
Mama
not cheap
Face Mama
either.
Face P has a hot new Mustang.
She did get a real Mustang, but no, those things are costing. Oh, old Mustangs are costing crazy money now. They're ridiculous.
If they're decent, yeah, you can get a beater. You can get a beater.
A beater
for a lot
Mustang,
less.
yeah, like an A-frame.
No, I don't need a
Just
Mustang.
like
I
this-
need an SUV or a truck.
You can make a Mustang into a pickup truck.
No,
Why
no,
would I do
no,
that
no,
when I could get an
no,
old Ford
God.
Ranger and just beat the shit out of it?
Hank and his projects. He has no
I know.
idea. He has no fucking idea.
I'm over that. I'm not doing those
Why
kind of
don't-
projects
Why
anymore.
don't you get the Cybertruck and put a camper on the back of it?
Oh, that will happen. That is happening.
And that'd be the ugliest thing in the world. Double
That-
ugly then. I mean,
That is happening. That is happening, sir.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got to realize people doing this, they're doing it just for
Mm-hmm.
the views, and then after that, they're on to something else. They're not real.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're. It's all for the.
For the
Yeah.
for the views, 100%. And you know who would
Yeah.
like to get some of those views? Yours truly. You
I
remember
would-
there
I-
was go for it.
I wouldn't mind it either, but it'd be a flash in the pan. So to
So
speak.
there's this YouTuber called Street Speed 717. When the Ram Rebel TRX first came out, right? That's the supercharged. Like I had a Ram Rebel that had the big engine. This is the supercharged version. That came out. He bought one of the first ones. I think that was like probably $100,000. He bought it, jumped a ravine, and it folded in half.
It broke in half. Yeah.
Yeah, it went nuts. I think he bought like 2 more off the money that he got, and then some environmental agency fined him $50,000 for jumping the ravine. But he still, So now, am I crazy like that? Am I crazy like that? No, I'm a practical kind of YouTuber, man. I'm the slow and steady YouTuber. I never had like a viral video ever in my 14 years. I think at this point of being a YouTuber. 13, 14 years. I never had a viral video, but
I don't know. An MG42 running out of the back of the Cybertruck might get a couple views.
I think so. That's why I'm making those plans.
You gotta get it running. Is it a parts kit or is it an actual gun?
Oh, it's a post sample.
We've seen this before.
I thought you
No,
only had
it's
parts.
no. This
Oh,
is sitting in the safe. Sitting in the safe, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
we gotta make that work.
I just gotta. It's had a little feeding issue. I gotta figure out what the deal with it is.
It's in the safe.
I thought when last I talked, I thought you had a MG42 parts kit that had never been built.
I've got a 34 parts.
Did we
kit
see this one, Walter? Have we seen this one?
I don't think I.
No,
have.
we have never shot that one.
Maybe it
Because
was
because it's not running right. That's why.
R.I.P.
Okay,
but
yeah.
maybe it was Richard Hoffman that had a 42 parts kit that he never put together. That might have been what it was.
Hoffmeister?
Yeah, he might have had one that was and he was like, I want to build it, and he just never did.
I have an
I
MG34 parts kit that isn't put together.
Right.
That's another one though. That's expensive to feed. Oh.
Yeah, but the 42's faster than the 42 will go 50 rounds in like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's 8mm Mauser.
Hey, it's like owning a Suburban.
Listen,
Don't
I'm
own
down
it and
for
bitch
this.
about the gas.
I'm down for this, and I think we could go to. Listen,
I'm down for using your machine gun, Walter.
But hold on
I'm
a second.
Down.
Hold on a second. If we do this, because if you build a mount, Walter, you can build it. You can mount more than one gun on there, right? Because I think we could go.
This, I have to benefit just like everybody else. So I'm not gonna make it and shoot it, and then somebody else gets 1 million views. That's not gonna happen.
No, you could do whatever video you want. You could throw your video up too. But I'm saying we go to Aries firearms training range.
Oh, he probably would let us do that.
Yeah, and because we'll have more room. We could drive around and do shit. Shoot stuff up. He's got some machine guns. I think he has a machine gun. Doesn't he have a saw? I gotta check with him.
I don't know.
Trey has a bunch of good machine guns.
Yeah. They collect post samples.
He has. Are they posties or transfer? I thought he had a bunch of transferables.
I'm sorry, no, transferables.
Yeah, they got a shitload of transferables over there.
Yeah. So we're gonna have fun out of it, and everybody's gonna make videos. Nobody could shoot. And by the way, this guy, I'm telling you, the guy that owns this Cybertruck, he is EOD.
I don't care what D is.
So,
and then D is.
No, I'm just saying. He's down. I'm just trying to tell you, he's down. Like he told me when I think he left town, but he's coming back. He's gonna bring it down to Safety Harbor and let you take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll have to see what can be done. I've never
flamethrower, Walt. Flamethrower. Do we have a full size?
Burn car.
I mean, I'm going all in.
There's always some dribble coming out.
I'm going all in.
If you want,
I'm gonna pretend I'm Demo Ranch when I make this.
I don't think he's gonna be down for burning his windshield. Would you think he'd be down for burning his windshield?
No.
I don't care. Well, how much of a baller are they? Be crying.
Yeah.
So
today when I was like I told you, I was racing him today, and he was like, "Hank, I have like all-terrain tires. Your tires are not made for mud and grass." So I was I think I could do it. And immediately as I took off, I was like going like, yeah. His friend was outside. His friend was standing there. I was like, oh, I think this guy gonna die. So you guys will see when I put the video up.
That text we had about people getting the 4x4 and thinking it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Works because they have zero experience doing anything off road. But they saw a video on the internet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what 4x4 you have. You know, it takes more than having it. They
all will get stuck. Every one of them.
You know what? This relates to guns, right? Like just because you have a gun doesn't make you safe. Doesn't mean you could save your life with that gun. That's having the gun on its own is not the thing. It takes more than that.
My thing is that you get jumped, you're dead. I don't care how much you trained, how badass you are. You get jumped, you're dead.
If someone has the drop on you, you're not a badass. No, don't die unless you have to.
No, give your wallet.
Yeah, give up your shit. Don't die unless you have to, man. So
but that's why you need to pay attention. People
it's your brain. It's not just the tool. It's the brain. You can have all the tools. Like you guys know, I'm a guy that will just buy tools. But you could buy all the tools you want. That doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean you know how to use it.
As a kid, if I saw something up ahead that didn't look like I avoided it. If I had to walk around the other side of the block to go around, I stayed away from that shit.
Oh yeah. For sure. Also, if you could say sorry to someone, like I'm like that. Like if I do something wrong, someone's mad. You know the easy way to diffuse that? You know what? I'm sorry.
Well, most of the time.
Some
people are psycho. They don't.
Yeah, but you don't have to be Billy Badass because you have something. A lot of people roll like that. So, what's he doing?
Out the window. You know what's out that window right there?
What?
There's a water main right out that window right there.
I don't understand what you're saying. I told you I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry to you. Lola, didn't I say I'm sorry? And didn't I try to have like a straight face?
Patrick, I told Hank, I said, don't go out there and start giggling in front of us. Don't start giggling in front of Patrick.
Very sorry.
Yeah, come on.
You're laughing about it now, but you were sorry.
I felt bad.
You felt terrible.
I felt bad about it, but I still went and did the show.
You still went to turn. Yeah,
Sir, I'm sorry. My flamethrower went on the top of your Cybertruck.
Exactly.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't mean to put that stain down your stainless.
Yeah. Night Train says, I missed the Hofmeister. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. He would have been good conversation when I went into business.
You know what? The Hofmeister would have been down with the Cybertruck. I think he would have been down with it. He wouldn't be
The
like
Hofmeister would have been like, "That's the dumbest shit I've ever
think it would have been like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I think he would have understood.
I
think he would have understood. I think he would have understood.
I don't think
I think he would have bought a Cybertruck.
He'd understand a transferable MG42, but he wouldn't understand that. So,
yeah, not his language. Not his language. Yeah. Let's see. So what else do we have here? I know our time is kind of running down. Lola's telling me that I burned through all the internet here. Right? We got a little bit here. It doesn't seem like we're not in big trouble yet.
Supreme Court, letting Trump. What other Supreme Court stuff going on? We got the bump stock.
The
thing
bump stock is in.
Yeah, we talked a little bit.
Court.
I'm 50-50 on bump stocks. I am not confident that they're going to side with bumps. Seriously,
it won't be unanimously. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm 60-40. I'm 60% that they will because it's logical, but 40% that they don't want to.
I think I'm with you.
Yeah.
I listened to the whole 2 hours on Crump's thing, and some of the Supreme Court justices, it's amazing.
Did you guys see what happened with the e-filing that was shut down for?
Yeah, he never
back up.
Mm-hmm.
Crump never said what his source told him, so I never heard what the reasoning was for doing this.
No, I didn't either, but it's back up.
Walt, how does that affect you? Say you want to post sample something. What do you have to do at that point?
Well, you just have to wait then. I mean, you could do a paper. The old-fashioned way.
You're not waiting when you do a post sample. You're not waiting for approval. You're just sending them the note saying, "Hey, this is happening."
I just file a paper. That's it. It's filed. Once I do it, it's gonna. If I give it a weird name, like I call it the What-A-Maker or some shit like that, they have to look it up. But if you call it MG42 and MG42, they've got hundreds of those on file. So it doesn't take as long.
But you're not looking for approval. You're just telling them this is happening.
No, I'm just telling them I'm doing it. Yeah.
The second you sign the paperwork, you're clear to do it.
It's already done when I do the paperwork.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you send it to them, you don't have to wait for go ahead.
No approval. Yeah, there's no approval.
So here's my thing that I didn't have time to see. What was their reason for it? Like,
I don't
know. I didn't get any insight.
They never gave any good public reason. They said a couple of times. Well, they said to some industry people that it was financial. That we don't have the
and that's
bullshit. We don't have the money for it or some bullshit like that. Yeah.
Then shut the whole ATF down. You want to save some money?
The NICS system went down at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Did it really?
All the NICS nationwide went down.
I think they were trying to see if they would get away with it. There's going to be a lot of this shit going on, people.
I'll text Crump and see if he will.
This will happen again. What's
the ultimate gun control thing? Just shut down the NICS, right?
That's it. These people are going to do lots of shit, but all we have to do is just go, we're not going for that.
The thing we've learned from COVID is, yes, there is recourse, but how long does that recourse take? After they've infringed upon your rights for so long,
Fauci will never see justice.
Yeah, when do you get recourse? It's like it took years.
There isn't justice that he could get, but it'd take a bus.
I believe in karma. I believe in the universe.
Or a car accident or something like that. That's one of those.
Yeah, there's you don't get away with anything. Maybe you get away with it on Earth, but you don't get away with it.
But that whole thing was that when COVID started to ramp up, it was all explained. I saw a television show explain the whole thing about the Wuhan thing and the doctor person that brought it out. And it was all, and then all of a sudden, that all went away.
Yes,
and it's like when 9/11 or September 11th, when the embassy was attacked in Libya. Fox News explained the whole thing right after that, and then that went away too. It's like boom. Oh no.
The Benghazi, you're saying?
Yeah, no. When they when
they attacked Benghazi, we knew what the problem was, and then they lied about it.
They've been probing that. The Turkish ambassador guy comes to visit him where the guns were going through Turkey to the thing. He was arranging that with Obama. because he was, friends of all the other brothers over there.
They've gotten
And,
away with a lot of stuff, but it doesn't mean they've gotten away.
well,
You know.
unfortunately, Hillary hasn't fell down a case of stairs yet, or anything like that, or like a staircase, or got run over by her limousine, or
Yeah,
anything,
because
but-
she doesn't want to give Bill Clinton a chance to get a 19-year-old, 20-year-old.
he already did that
up in there.
on Pedophile Island. They did all that stuff.
Oh yeah, he had plenty of times. If y'all want to go watch something interesting, go watch the Wendigoon did a good series, and plenty of other people have, of the boys on the tracks. It's the two dead bodies that they found on the tracks back in the late 90s, mid 90s, early 90s, mid 80s, of two kids that got 18 seconds that mysteriously died on a train track. The local PD said, "Oh, it was an accident," and it turns out that it might have been a whole lot more, including going all the way up to Bill Clinton when he was governor at the time. Good, interesting true crime thing.
Yeah, we'll take this break.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
All right, so here we are. We're in the wrap-up portion. I think, like Lola's saying, we got like limited internet, so we could lose it here at any time. I'll start with Patrick. Let's do the wrap-up here.
YouTube.com/BabyFaceP. I haven't had a lot of time to post. I do have some plans for some things to post. The next thing will probably be in the next week or two. I'm going to build the first Chrome Vanadium Arms serialized item. I'll probably do a whole video on that, showing how the shop has changed, kind of a shop update, and what tools we're using now, things like that. And then the freaking question that everyone keeps asking over and over and over again. The set me build is going to be happening in the next month. I have everything I need to build out a set me and do a whole video on it. I just need a little more time. So it'll happen. And I have first set me that's going to get built. Actually, the set me that I'm going to build on video is going to be Flying Riches. So it will be serialized Chrome Vanadium Arms, and it will be going to Flying Rich because it's his parts kit.
Awesome, Walter.
Oh, also ChromeVanadiumArms.com. I am swamped by you guys, and it's been awesome. I have just enough to keep me busy, and I would love to get more. So if you got projects, send them my way.
Awesome. Cool. Walt?
I don't know how to follow up with that after that. I'm also trying to get stuff together for content too, but it's been a battle here. But aside from the goofiest little shorts I do about things like this. But Safety Harbor Firearms on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Play Your. And then there's Still for Racing, which you need to do some stuff over there too. Same thing, Facebook, Instagram, Player, YouTube, all that good stuff. And then there's Sten Parts. Tomorrow, we're supposed to be getting Scorpion VZ61 barrels at Sten Parts. So that's coming real soon. Tomorrow's supposed to be. So we'll have almost 400 barrels to sell. So I'm going to get them.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah. And I think there's not many people that have them in stock, but we will. So come and see. Come and get.
Very, very cool.
Put one away for me. I will pick it up.
You'll get one. You get one.
Okay. Awesome. All right. It was great hanging out with everyone. I'll like I said, you could check out Hank Strange. We've got that video, but I'm gonna start working on some other stuff. What's that, Walt? What?
I need a handguard for this. Anybody have a cool, maybe aftermarket? I've seen some Magpul ones on. I don't think Magpul makes them anymore if they ever did. But
I could take a regular handguard.
No, I mean I have the one that came with it, but it's kind of
what's it called?
SU16 Caltech. If anybody knows of anything, there's a company that does make one, but they want like $135 for it, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. So, any suggestions besides throwing it away and getting something else? Let me know. I gotta finish this thing. I gotta cool it out.
Walter has started down this path. He is not stopping.
No.
This is his baby right now. So it's
that one. Yeah, I've seen the one here with Zukov. Oh, somebody's saying the Zukov AK handguard might work.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anybody
Rich
tell you
says he can
how it
print you
works.
one.
Rich can print everything.
Easier said than done, probably. Rich is printing
If
something
someone
else
could-
right now.
Yeah, if someone could
Yeah.
do it, Rich could do it. So,
yeah, definitely.
I'll give that a shot. And Rich has got some cool printing processes going. So,
Zukov might be your answer. It looks like a guy. Basically, the dude says on the Reddit post that he was basically a monkey with a Dremel in a garage, and he made the Zukov fit.
okay,
So it's a possibility.
there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Right.
I am Dremel qualified, by the way. Too,
Yes,
by the way.
yes.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's it. We'll see you guys again next week. Like I said, if you want to see, check out Stranger Palooza. I will. For the people out there, you know what? I'm surprised at how many people actually have reservations for the Cybertruck. Lots of people talking shit and are afraid to say that they have reservations in. It's actually surprising to see that. I'll say right now, 50% of the people I know have reservations in. So, but
And
they're ashamed to say anything.
25% will buy.
Well, what's happening is there are people buying them for over list, including Mercedes has bought one to reverse engineer it. Ford has bought one. A bunch of different companies are buying it to reverse engineer it. And right now, because of the demand, people are selling them and getting some money. So
Another.
yeah,
I'll wait.
yeah,
That's
Let's,
America.
let's sign off and I'll
That's
tell
America.
Walter.
yeah. That's America. So there you go. But I'll put something up soon, and I'll share that with all you guys, and we'll try to make a gun involved thing happen with that one way or the other. So anyway, we are out of here. Are there any words of wisdom?
Patience.
Buy
There you
cheap,
go.
stack them high, buy them cheap, whatever that whole thing is the center fire says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise man doesn't shoot his own machine gun. He shoots another man's machine gun and his ammo.
No, a wise
Sounds
man
good.
shoots another man's ammunition in his machine gun.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, we are out of here. Let me end this right now. Okay.